Let's go. Getting into this draft. Slept on it. Let's get into it. Boss Cowboy Sports. Let's go.
And I put it on Caesars. All I got is certified Trump beaters. Charge a couple cool K for the features. It ain't about the money, then you probably can't reach us. Hey, and I put it on mamas. Do it for the soul, for the fam and the commas. Don't act, be chill with the dramas. All you gotta do is be you and be honest. Eating on papaya with my main thing. Baby getting bread, I'm on the same thing. No rocks in it, what a plain Jane. Put my on, they used to gangbang. They be tryna play me like a new guy, but I'm buzzing in the apple like a fruit fly. I be somewhere in Seattle getting neck bone, and I'm really not the one that you should rest on. Uber eat Jamaican to the B&B. All the moves we making, they ain't seeing me. Rooftop bar for the scenery. I give a fuck about a mug and what it mean to me. I'm that saucy little from the middle, man. Told that baby bounce it for me, she gon' dribble that. Got some in the paper, got it mummy wrap. Got no minutes for the funny act. Hey, and I put it on Caesars.
It's your boy, Boss Cowboy Sports, man. Y'all already know. When your boy sleep on it, it's going down. Y'all stay with me, man. It's gonna be a good one, for real. Let's go.
With the dramas, all you gotta do is be you and be honest. Monastery on the front of middle, man. What you know about it, baby, riddle that. Heard a lot of rapping, very little fact. You the type of that we giggle at. Gold all on my mouth look like a chandelier. I'm about to disappear and make 100 grand appear. I'm about that cash money stunting like my daddy. Out in public, let me poke it on the patio. Couple shots of Henny, baby, I'm with anything. And if that run up on me, let the sing. I'm playing 2K with that Duce in my double phone. This for my clients, baby, hit me on my other phone. Pinstripe magic jersey like I'm Hardaway. I used to sweat for my money, found a smarter way. I hop out fresher than I'm like, what's happening? No, you can't hold me, I'm busting out the packaging. Hey, and I put it on Caesars. All I got is certified Trump beaters. Charge a couple cool K for the features. It ain't about the money, then you probably can't reach us. Hey, and I put it on mamas. Do it for the soul, for the fam and the commas. Don't act, be chill with the dramas. All you gotta do is be you and be honest.
It's Boss Cowboy Sports. Doing it like no other. Only we do it like this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, man. We gonna let that timer come down, and I'm gonna kick it off with my executives. The executives, man. Let's go. All right. So I slept on it. Let me look up y'all comments real quick before we really get going. I want to start the show a little bit different, man. I'm feeling better after that draft. Y'all should be too. And my boss said, how you grading this draft class? That's a good question. I'm gonna probably say that to the end. So, cause I want to make my case first. I think that's fair. I think this is a good question though. Steve asked the question. So, I want to kind of get right into it though. He said, we not sporty and rich. No, we still sporty and rich. I just wanted to get right into the content. You know, I didn't want that intro to be too long. I wanted to get right into it. So, obviously starting with Tyler Guyton, right? So, Tyler Guyton was kind of controversial for a while. But this is the good news. People starting to digest it. My boy we will say I get his draft class a A. I'm gonna go and tell you I'm not giving it an A. I'm not giving it an A. It's not an A to me. But it's still, it was an A on day 1 and 2 to me. To me, they fumbled on day 3. But I'm gonna make my case. But see, going back to Tyler Guyton, you know, it was controversial. It was some thoughts about Tyler Guyton, and it might be still some thoughts about Tyler Guyton, where I feel great. I feel like we go continue the trajectory of what we always do when we get these linemen in the first round, where they become all pros. I think it's go fully fit that trajectory. The main reason I feel like it's gonna happen, the main reason is because of the character of the room. Because when I listen and I hear people and I see them on Twitter and I see the concerns, the main concerns that you hear about Tyler Guyton was that he was a right side player, right? But then if you're paying attention, what you see is that he played on the right side because he was their best tackle to protect the blind spot of his left-handed quarterback. So how would you feel to know that he's actually more comfortable playing on the left? But because he was such a good athlete, he went to play on the right because that's what the team needed. So as you learn more, you should change. Just keeping it real. My boy Rome in the house. Man, hold on real quick. I got to say this. Just Rome. I think Rome had the comment of the whole weekend. And I'm going to say it like this. Rome had the observation of the weekend. Just out the blue, Rome just put it together. He did it like a computer. So Rome made a cameo on the draft show, and he said something that just shut the whole room down, and we all had to. This what Rome said, and it shocked all of us because it was so much common sense. It was like, how did we miss that? Rome said, bro, y'all do realize we got BB and Tyler Guyton when we moved down. Let me tell y'all something. JPJ is not worth Tyler Guyton and BB. Barton, I don't care how much you like him. I mean, he was my pet cat. But give me all day long what my boy Rome said. Tyler Guyton and BB. See, that move down alone, that's an A++ move down. So that was a real good observation. Y'all make sure y'all keep that note in case somebody still want to hate on the pick, right? When you listen to what Rome said, bro, that's crazy. So, but going back to why, you know, the number one reason that I love it, because I've already said, yeah, hold on real quick. My boy Rome said, dog. He said, dog, they flipped that right hand to give him props. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? So the more you learn, the more we should all begin to start to rest in the pick. Because I'm going to be honest, man. Landlord said this, and it was just honest. It was very real. Sometimes we upset because we had a particular vision of how we saw the Dallas Cowboys accomplishing what we want, right? We want a championship. So some people saw JPJ with somebody at the end, like a Chris Jones. Some people might have saw getting a receiver in the first round and attack in the second. Some people, you know, people had different ways and different visions. And when they go in a different way, sometimes you like keeping it real. Sometimes you like,
oh, hell no.
But if we sometimes sit back and say, you know what? They got something working. Let me say this real quick. And the main reason I know he's going to continue that all-pro trend. I've been saying this for a while. Whenever you draft a player, you can't put that player in a vacuum. And that's what a lot of us do in our analysis. We grade the player as he is when he's drafted. We don't talk about the environment that he's going into. So when you look at the environment, I call it soil, right? When you look at the soil in which Tyler is being planted, it's the best soil in the NFL. In the entire NFL. So when he goes, if he would have been drafted by another team,
You want answers?
he would have probably been the most freakish guy in the room. But when you drafted into the Dallas Cowboys, you the little guy. You the guy that still need to look up to the big brothers in the room. So now when you go in there and you see Zach Martin, and he over there with a 6-pack, and he say, man, bro, we don't eat cheeseburgers over here, bro. What you doing? Oh man, I'm hungry. Oh no, you don't want it. We watch what we eat over here. And you over there with Steele, right? Who came back early from a devastating knee. And you say, bro, how did you come back so fast? Bro, listen, I watch everything that go into my body. Everything. I'm in the weight room 3 times a day. I talk to Duke 4 times a day. That's what it take, young bull. That's what he walking into. So he say, how do y'all, somebody say, how do y'all feel? This is a good question. Say, how do you feel about span forward? Stay to the end. Stay to the end. I'm gonna tease you right now. I'm gonna tease you right now. Man, you talking about one of the biggest steals. And I'm gonna prove it. Stay to the end. He gonna be the last person I talk about. He gonna be the last person. So, and I'm gonna give you a little tease right now. Cause I think I deserve to do this. I deserve to do this. This is just the right thing to do. This was from day 3. All right. This is from day 3. I want y'all to listen. This was the last pick. Listen to us talk about this. I'm just looking at, okay, I'm gonna just tell you the players that I say just right now that I just love, period. Dalen Hooker, even though we don't need tight end, you talking about some of the best hands, bro. This dude is a natural catcher. Don't
Look at
laugh,
this tight end.
but the tight ends might be the best thing left, though, coach, for real talk. Because I called this
I'm
dude.
not
gonna piss everybody off. That's gonna piss everybody off in drafting tight end. I know they're gonna piss up, but that's a Mike McCarthy thing. He loves tight ends. I'm telling you, man.
And this dude is the best. This is Mike McCarthy's type, hands down. I call this dude Baby Jermichael Finley. For real. Huh?
Hey,
you really trying to big us up on a position that you said they need to do away with altogether?
What? Oh, tight end? No.
Come on, dog.
No.
Come on, dog.
I know you want to fight me, bro, but I'm ready for this one. This one right here, dog, I was on him last year. You know what I mean? As a perfect Mike McCarthy fit. Like, and at this point, I'm trying to get the best player, bro. I'm not on needs. Needs can just kiss all over me. Because what we doing is we making a 4-year decision for a 1-year need. No, give me the player because I want this guy for 4 years. And if school don't work out, I want a dog behind him or somebody that can come in here. Yeah, I know we got Stevens, but listen, we carried how many tight ends last year, y'all?
4.
Right. So I want the best 4. Period. And if you can get them, but let me tell you, but forget that. I know and listen, don't start fighting me, everybody, because I'm telling you who I like. Yeah, so that was day 3. And shout out to the draft team, bro. Because on day 3, we was still coming up with sleepers, man. Shout out to the draft team. That was amazing. And I see Star. She said she give the draft class an A. But that's okay, and we go talk, Star. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. I want to hear why I don't see A. I don't, but they 1 and 2. I see A for sure. I see A. All right, so but this is the last thing I'm gonna say about, and I'm gonna come back to that tight end because I got a lot more I'm gonna show y'all about him. All right, so check this out. So making my case for Tyler Guyton. All right, and then I'm gonna move on to the next picks. So do y'all remember, because I know some people say he is not a Tyler Smith. First of all, I need to go look at some of y'all notes. See, don't take credit for Tyler Smith now if you booed him then. Is that fair? Don't knock Tyler Guyton for Tyler Smith if you hated the pick. So first I need to look at your notes and see, first of all, what side was you on? Because it's easy to like Tyler Smith now. But did you like him then? Just keeping it real. Did you like him then? Most
hell no!
didn't like him. And most of us didn't like none of the first round picks. We, Cowboy Nation, booed Fredericks. We called even Tyron Smith a bust when he was getting whooped in training camp. And I'm going to tell you right now, Tyler Guyton will be whooped in training camp. He is going to be a rookie going against Micah Parsons, Tank, and a year 3 Smith. What you think will happen? It's going to be the best training, though, that's going to prepare him for the season. But anyway, but this is the main thing I want to say. When Tyler Smith walked in, this is what he looked like. This was his first day. Within 3 months, literally just 3. I said Smith. Thank you. It was Sam Williams. Thank you. In 3 months, that's what he looked like. What's the difference? All right. So watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Y'all watch this. You see how they try to do you, boy? They say, boss, you didn't like Tyler Smith too. See, this is the thing, bro. My stuff timestamp. All you got to do is go to the day 1 of the draft show and see who was co-signing Tyler Smith while everybody was panicking. Go look at it and see who was saying, bro, this was the best pick, bro. What y'all, why y'all tripping? Like I literally said we had to do that. They just got Jordan Davis. Philly just got Jordan Davis. What y'all like? Come on, what we tripping on? No, I was not on that team at all. Hey, no, I was not angry. Me and the OC was calming everybody down. Like, bro, this is a good pick, bro. This is just like we saying now. Yeah, it's 300 people with 93 likes. Let's get the likes up. Hold on, real quick. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Just real quick, man. We got 300 people up in here, man. Nah, I was not on that team at all. Shoot, and the person who got the best by far track record is the OC. Ain't nobody touching the OC. Nobody. Yeah. The OC got, man, go look at what the OC said about Parsons. Even Brian Broaddus, when he came in and he was listening to the intro and I was showing what the OC said on Michael Parsons, even Brian Broaddus, a draft guru, said, wait. He stopped the whole show. He said, stop the press. He said, stop the press. He said, OC, how did you know Michael Parsons could pass rush like that? He said, even the Dallas Cowboys scouts didn't know that. So, nah, I wasn't on that team, bro. Don't put me in that with y'all. I wasn't in that. So anyway, let's go back to what I was saying. What's the difference? What's the difference? Huh? This is when he walked in. 3 months later, what's the difference? You see that jawline? Look at that jawline. See, this guy couldn't have played tackle. No. That guy right there had bad technique, wide hands. He was a mauler. He was strong. He was an absolute beast strength-wise. His technique was wump trash. But when you put that seed in the soil, in 3 months, that's what he looked like. No double chin at all. So this guy right here only got training camp reps at guard, but the soil was so rich of the Dallas Cowboys. The soil, in terms of the training and the mentorship. He over here listened to Jason Peters and Tyron Smith and Zach Martin and Steele. Yeah, see, our environment would turn you into a pro super fast. Super fast. So I'm not of the opinion that he would not be ready to play. I'm not of the opinion that he won't be ready to start. I disagree. Pick 2. Marshawn Kneeland. Let's talk about really why the Dallas Cowboys got Marshawn Kneeland. Okay? So real quick. I'm gonna put it all together because I'm telling y'all, when I sleep on it, I dig. I do a lot of research, y'all. Y'all know that's what I do. Let me put this together for y'all real quick. Cause I was gonna play this last week, but I'm glad I didn't. It's perfect right now because I noticed this, but it was the draft, so nobody really cared about this. But listen to this. And this is from KNC Masterpiece. I put the whole link in the description, the full interview. But listen.
Does bringing Mike Zimmer in change your approach to what a Cowboys defensive player looks like? Because it feels like every level kind of changes in some way.
It does. I think anytime you bring in a new coordinator, you're going to have changes. And certainly Mike brings an edge. Coaches in a different way than Dan. Dan was very successful in the way.
Can we pause right there? I see you super chat, bro. Can we pause right there and just kind of digest what he just said? Let's go back.
Approach to what a Cowboys defensive player looks like, because it feels like every level kind of changes in some way.
It does. I think anytime you bring in a new coordinator, you're going to have changes. And certainly Mike brings an edge. Coaches in a different way than Dan. Dan was very successful in the way he did it. I think Mike Zimmer's been very successful in this league with the way he does it. And certainly philosophically, I think we'll have more of a 3 linebacker system rather than a 2 linebacker and a 3 safety system.
What is he giving away right there? If you got a 3 linebacker system, what's your front? What's your front? I'm not gonna get an answer. If you got it, let me play that one more time.
You're going to have changes, and certainly Mike brings an edge. Coaches in a different way than Dan. Dan was very successful in the way he did it. I think.
I love y'all. See, this is why I call y'all executives. I can just ask a question and everybody knew. Everybody, the whole chat lit up because y'all smart. That's why I call y'all executives. This channel is not for the shallow. This channel is not for a novice kind of like surface fan. You know what I mean? He obviously saying we getting ready to run a 4-3. If you know the principles of the 4-3 defense, you also know what type of edges you're supposed to have. And what do they generally do in the 4-3 defense? And what is the staple of a 4-3 defense? The staple of a 4-3 defense is built on your edges, putting their hand in the ground. And your 4-3 defenders have to also be really good at setting the edge. That's why they're usually bigger in a 4-3. So you go start looking for guys that's 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 260. If you in a 3-4 defense, you go have guys that's kind of tweener-ish, Von Miller-ish. So if you really understood what he was saying, that's why I was saying edge is a sneaky need for us. How long y'all been hearing me say that? Because you had to listen to them. They was giving us the clues. Was we listening? Hold on real quick. Play it one more time. And it's another clue that was in there. Hold on.
It does. I think anytime you bring in a new coordinator, you're going to have changes. And certainly Mike brings an edge. Coaches in a different way than Dan. Dan was very successful in the way he did.
See, and let's not skip over that. See, he said Zim coach is different than Dan. Why is that important? Hold on. I'm going to let it keep going.
I think Mike Zimmer's been very successful in this league with the way he does it. And certainly philosophically, I think we'll have more of a 3 linebacker system rather than a 2 linebacker and a 3 safety system, which is really what Dan preferred. And, I think the other thing is we'll probably look to be bigger and stronger in the middle.
So you basically said we go be big in the middle. We still ain't got them shoes yet. For real. I'm just keeping it real.
Is it the shoes?
We still ain't got them shoes. I don't care what he say. We ain't got them shoes. You said we gonna be big in the middle. Your seventh round draft choice, he big. But that tape, if you turn on that tape, let's keep it real. I like the size of Nathan. I really do. He got the 1-tech size, but go watch his tape versus A&M and see how often he on the ground. Let's keep it real. Hey, just go listen, you ain't got to believe me. Go look at it for yourself. And then ask yourself, are you going to trust a rookie to come in here with men who've been in the league 4 and 5 years, who fully enter their man bodies to be the answer? Now, I see potential, but it's a mistake to think this is the shoes. This is not the shoes. I'm being honest. This is not the shoes. Dallas, you still need to go get a veteran.
I think obviously, our Achilles heel, I think the last 2 or 3 years has been stopping the run. And I think Mike will bring an edge and a philosophy that should help us improve in that area.
Man, don't lie on me, bro. I can't stand y'all. Boys be straight lying on you. Boss, I remember you said you was going to judge the Tyler Smith pick after you see the whole draft. Man, stop, bro. You ain't... Bro, don't lie on me, bro. Don't lie on me, bro. No. I don't know why y'all do that, man. That is so lame. Listen, because you hated the pick, bro, don't lie on me, bro. It's already videos of me standing up for Tyler Smith, bro. Don't lie on me, bro. That's whack. It's whack, bro. Don't put me in your shoes. And this is the thing. I'm going to be wrong sometime. And when I'm wrong, I'm going to own it. But don't be lying on me, bro. That's whack. So
does that also include then needing to invest more capital in that specific area?
Yeah, I think obviously I think what the philosophy Zim brings to the table, I think fits what Mozzie did, which obviously we have a lot of resources tied up in Mozzie between what you pay a first-round pick and using the first-round pick. I think he fits more into what Zim does than maybe what Dan was trying to get out of him. So I think that'll be a big plus for us. And then as we move forward, we'll see what the draft brings in terms of what falls to us and how we allocate our resources there. But we really like the defensive side of the football. I think Zim has come in, taken a look at our personnel. We really like our personnel on the defensive side of the ball. Obviously, we lost a couple of starting offensive linemen that we've got to look at, and obviously we lost Tony Pollard, and we're still looking, at that situation in terms of upgrading that as we move forward.
So when you understand, based on the clues he was given, that we was moving to a 4-3, now you understand what pick 2 was about and why the edge was so important. A guy that can set the edge, the guy that has a certain kind of motor and size, a guy that actually fits what Zimmer is doing. This is also showing you that they have invested in the new vision of the defense and the changes that are being made from Zimmer. So then you have probably what made me go the craziest on draft day. If y'all go back and watch how I acted when we got this pick, man, I think I lost my mind. I think I was out of breath for about 30 minutes. Real talk. For about 30 minutes, I think I just lost my whole mind. Like, real talk. Because I honestly did not expect it. I honestly did not expect it. I had a second round target on him. I gave him 2 stars because I do believe he needs to lose some weight. I think it'll help his agility. Because he is a road grader, but he also need to be quicker on his feet, especially if he gonna be a guy that can climb to the second level better, yeah. But I lost my whole mind. And so when I look at what they doing and I look at the traits, right? And I look at, and then it started to come together. It started to come together what they was doing. I said, okay, I see what Dallas is doing. By pick 3, I started to see what was going on. By pick 3, it wasn't just draft guys that they was looking at. They was looking at a certain type of guy. So when he said we needed a coach that was going to bring an edge, which side of the ball has the edge and which side of the ball does not? Where are the dogs? They say I need a like break again. They still ain't hit them likes. Bruh. I see y'all super chats, man. Can we do this, man? Can we just go and do that real quick? Get that out the way. If you're on Facebook, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Come on, y'all. Cause see, I ain't just going, listen, see, this is the difference in my content. When I'm talking about content, I'm not just talking about the players. I'm also talking about what led up to this, the background, the philosophy, the clues. It's a lot of research that go into this, man. Hit a like. Come on now. Yeah. So, but I started to get a clue after pick 3. That's when I started putting it together. I said, okay, I'm seeing what you're doing, Dallas. It's coming together what you're doing. Okay. And it came together because you heard Steven talk about our coach bringing the edge. That's why I asked which side of the ball had the edge. Which side of the ball? The offense. The offense. The offense had the edge. So who was the dogs on the offense? Ferg. Is Ferg a dog? Clearly a dog. Huh? Does anybody question the dog and the alpha dog in Ferg? Or Dak? Dak still trying to run over boys and flex on them. CeeDee Lamb is pointing at boys. Did you see how they was acting versus Seattle? The offense was acting a pure nut. Who was the puppies? And I hate to say it. I'm a defensive guy, man. I'm a defensive guy. I played defense my whole life. Do you think it feel good for me to say the dogs is on offense? The dogs is on offense. So what are we really doing? Zimmer is here. Zimmer is going to be a full-fledged a-hole, y'all. All that press box. Sit in the press box. Hey, guys, we need to run this scheme. Scheme wasn't your problem alone in Green Bay. It was also the fact that them boys was shook. And you needed to come out that press box and flip over a table. Yeah, Tyler Smith, a dog, alpha dog. All the dogs on offense. Yeah, Darno is a dog. We know he a dog. I think Overshawn a dog. I think he a dog. For real. I can't wait to see Overshawn. I see dog in what's our safety? Number 30. I'm having a brain fart. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Number 30. Dang, what's his name? Y'all help me. Y'all help me. What's his name? Thomas? Yeah. But the dogs is on offense. D-Law? I said Wanye Thomas. Yeah, that's right. I'm tripping. I knew, man. I'm goofy, boss. So when you dealing with BB, here go another one of those guys on offense that's gonna bring you that dog mentality. You know what I mean? And they didn't stop. They kept going. This is when I knew. I said, oh, okay. They really took to heart that Green Bay game. This is what let me know that they really took Green Bay to heart. This pick right here. That's what let me know. That's what let me know they took it to heart. Because I showed y'all my breakdown on him from 3 months ago. If you was in the draft show. Because I'm going to be honest, I saw what happened because we was wanting running back. I saw the air leave out the room. Because let's recall what happened, right? All of us was talking about we needed a receiver until we saw this pick. The whole tone changed right when we took that pick. Everybody instantly said, wait, bro. This team is now built to be bullies. We need a bully back. Like all of us changed on the spot. So Allen was still sitting out there. So we was calling him the cheese. It was like, bro, we got the chips. We got the Wolf brand chili. We just need the cheese. That's what we were saying. So when we saw this pick, the air left the room. I'm being honest. I saw the chat. I see y'all super chats. But this is the thing. I still celebrated the pick because I gave him a first round talent, a third round target. But I said this dude got first round talent. I comped him from Fred Warner 3 months ago. Would y'all be mad with Fred? And I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all ain't gonna believe me when I said he hit harder than Fred. One of the best questions Fuster King ever asked. Shout out to Fuster King. I gotta say this. Fuster did a great job this year. He did a great job. I mean, not just a good job, great job. Just fantastic. Just was in his bag. He asked a question though on the last Final Word Draft show. He said, when was the last time we saw a super hard hit from the Dallas Cowboys? Listen, you ain't gonna have to worry about that no more. Because he don't just hit the ball carriers, he hit everything. So if you try to climb to that second level, he's a striker. I said he strikes everybody. Yeah. So this pick showed me hands down that it was not just talent that the Dallas Cowboys is after. They are after a run it back on Green Bay, and let's run it back in the playoffs with a different type of coach on defense. Not no nerd. Yeah, I call Dan Quinn a nerd. All them experiments and hey, let's put Neville Gallimore at the 9. Let's take LVE and let's experiment and let's just waste everybody reps and let's just put him at the 9 and see what happens. And hey, let's take Bell, who's a natural safety, and let's put him at linebacker. Man, all this old nerd stuff. Now we going back to common sense and fundamentals. We putting people in the spots that they was born to be. And we ain't gonna have no defensive coach as your team getting hit in the mouth, just stand in the press box. You gonna have a man. You gonna have somebody in their face, looking them in their eye. We was talking to George Teague day one of the draft. And George Teague said, the number one thing that it was always hard to do with Zimmer is make a mistake and look at him on the sideline in the eye. It's different when your coach sitting on the sideline and you know he a man, not a nerd. That's what we doing. And then you got Kalen. Ooh-wee. I'm gonna be honest, I missed him. I watched him, but I didn't look at him close enough. I'm being honest. This is the beautiful thing about the Dallas Cowboys drafting him and a corner. Okay? This is the beautiful thing. Dallas low-key needed a corner. Now, if you've been following this channel, I did say the corners had the most sleepers. Yes, I did. That ain't bragging. I'm just keeping it real. So, I still need to go look at his LSU tape. I looked at a little bit. I need to look at more of it. But when I watch him, this is the thing that I love. He's at the top. All right, top right. The farthest up there, he's number one. The thing that you see about him, he plays with a lot of intensity. But the main thing that I love about him is his feet. if you look at his feet, he comes out his breaks so well. Like, it's one thing, and I always tell y'all to look for this when you're looking at a corner. When you're looking at a corner, one of the worst things that you'll ever see is a cornerback that takes 2 steps to plant. That creates separation. If you wanted them, I call it double stopping. So like if a receiver stop, you got to be able to plant that foot and go. But if it take 2 stops, an elite receiver go open up space on him. What I see with him is raw feet, great feet. So like, look at him right here. And see, and this is also what I had a problem with Cooper DeJean. See, Cooper DeJean could play, but his pad level was bad. His pad level is good. See, when you look at see, pad level is important to corner because they call it putting your shoulder pads over your toes, right? So when you put the shoulder pads over your toes, it allows you to turn better, come out your breaks better. Everything is better when you play with good pad level. And you're not just out there being an athlete where you are very technically sound. And when you watch him, what you see is a technically sound corner. Okay? He's very technically sound. So look at that break. No, let me go back. Look at that break. Watch him come out his break. They go catch the ball on him, but I want y'all to watch how he comes out that break. It's coming up right here. So the first thing I want y'all to notice, he also takes what's called a read step. See, if I'm watching you at corner and you just break into your back pedal without gradually get into your back pedal, that tell me you don't know what you're doing. I see all your super chats, man. I'm finna take a super chat break in a minute because y'all starting to load it up. But what you want to see when you watching corner, you want to see a corner. If a corner know what he's doing, he never fast out his back pedal. They always take what's called a read step. And that's where you take your time to get into your back pedal. The reason why that's important, because if you go into your back pedal too fast, they can hit you with a stop route. And you already created your own separation. So a cornerback that always takes a read step when he's off man is a guy that really understands how to play in space. And that's what you consistently see when you're watching Mr. Carson play. So watch that. You see that break? Ooh, wait. Watch this break, y'all. Watch him plant and go. Oh, yeah. And see, that's what you want to see. And he's a good tackler. Now, one of the things that I didn't like is occasionally I saw bad eyes. Okay. And one of my coaches, Donnie Henderson, he actually coached Gilmore at Buffalo. And he used to always say, and matter of fact, that's why Gilmore was so smart. Gilmore was smart because of Donnie Henderson. I never learned so much about corner and the fundamentals and how to read the offense and personnel and everything. Donnie Henderson had me ready. So, but I want to show y'all something real quick on something that my coach used to always say, and he used to always say this, and it's always true. He used to always say, Marcus, if you see him throw it, you go see him catch it. Eyes. It's called eyes. And how do you play with your eyes? Eye discipline. One of the worst things that sometimes I saw with him is bad eye discipline. So as you can see, let me hold on real quick. Let me go back. So as you can see, he's over his toes, pad level over his toes. You can see him take a read step. When the receiver breaks his cushion, he at the top left. He at the very top, the right corner, right? So everything is going to be perfect except his eyes. Watch. So watch. So He go take a read. You see him take his read step. You see him take 2 read steps right there. So then the receiver broke his cushion. He ready to turn and run. He's in good position. But this is the thing he gonna mess up on. Watch his eyes. What are you looking at? He was looking back at the ball. Whenever you looking back and you see the quarterback throw it, you gonna see him catch it. Where's his eyes? Where's he looking? So right here, a corner you're supposed to chase the man and the man go take you to the ball. But when you looking back at the ball like that, that causes the receiver to get separation. Oh, that wasn't even him. My bad. He's at the bottom left. I'm sorry, because he number 1. My bad. So that wasn't him. I thought I saw number 1 when I looked at it. That was number 10. That's him right there where he made a play. That's actually him making a play. Let me go to that one. Let's look at that. All right, here we go. So let's check him out right here. So he in the slot right now. He's in the slot. Now the thing about him playing in the slot, this is the hardest place to cover because your receiver has 2 ways on him. So here we go. Let me check him out. Good. Oh, very good. Very good. Get his hands on him. Now right there, I will want him to be on the upfield shoulder right there. Because right now the receiver could stack him. It's called stacking him. And that's where he can get in front of him, where he's between the ball and the man. But he's really hip to hip, so he's in good position. I would want him to be on the upfield shoulder. But perfectly plays through his hands and makes a play on the ball. And he crump. And he hit him with the stab. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna show it again. But I like how he got his hands on him right there. Turn with him. He step for step, playing through his hands, get the ball out, get up and get crump. Man, that's what I'm talking about. So what I see when I'm, looking at him, I see Al Harris got something he can work with. Because, see, I didn't like Diggs' technique coming out of Alabama. I didn't. I'm being all the way honest. Diggs he used to trail players a lot. I ain't like that. Because I felt like when you go to the NFL, you can't be playing trail technique. Good quarterbacks go hit you in your mouth, So, I'm going to be honest. I ain't come here to cap. I'm going to be all the way honest. I have not even looked at Ryan yet. So, he the guy I got to get back to y'all on. So, I'm going to go ahead and skip him. I do like the measurables that I see, but I got to really break him down. I ran out of time. So I'm being honest with y'all. I'm not capping. But I did look at Nathan. And I'm being all the way honest. We got us an eagle troll. You said we got us an eagle troll. If he trolling, shoot him. Hold on real quick. We got us an eagle troll. Let me tell you, Eagle people, something. We cool with y'all coming up in here, no problem. But if you just here to try to agitate people,
everybody around me shooters. Ain't no telling who was shooting.
All right, chill out. This is a room full of executives, so we very serious about football. We talk football in here. Okay, my boy Philly say I ain't trolling. If you ain't trolling, he cool. Now, also Cowboy fans, don't be too sensitive too. There's supposed to be a little bit of back and forth between Philly and Dallas now. Don't be to where they can't say nothing. Come on now. Like, that's part of, being in the division. Because I know when I go to their chats, I do let them have it. I do. I just don't go overboard with it. So let's not be sensitive too. But I'm being honest. Nathan Thomas, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, because see, I'm not gonna call all these picks an A, because when I turned on the tape, man, I'm just being honest, man, it was I definitely see him playing more guard than tackle. And the main reason this shot the draft down to me, and I'm being all the way honest, because it was a lot better players available. It was a lot of players and sleepers available. A lot of them. And we all know at this point, we are over saturated at offensive line now. But this is the good news for Nathan. The same rules for Tyler Guyton applies to him. Because see, TJ Bass was an undrafted free agent, but when he got into the room, he took a step up. When he got into, let me say it better. When he got into that soil, when he got into the environment of the Dallas Cowboys, he took a step up. Awesome Richards, when he got into the soil of the Dallas Cowboys, he took a step up. He took a step up. So, again, I can't just judge the seed. I got to judge the seed with the soil. So, there's some potential, but I don't see it at tackle at all. It's going to have to be a move, in my opinion, to guard. So we almost to 400 likes. I appreciate that. That's much better, y'all. I appreciate y'all getting them likes up to about 400. I appreciate y'all getting them likes up to 400. Yeah. So if you coming in, one of the best ways to really expose the channel and get people to see this type of content, because I've done a lot of research, is to hit that like button. So if you rocking with Boss Cowboy Sports, I'm gonna tell you what you go get over here. We're very, very serious about ideas that's gonna help us win a championship. Okay. And even if you not a Dallas Cowboy fan, you go get a high level production and a lot of thought and a lot of entertainment. You know, I'm not saying we always right, because I've been wrong. I greatly missed on Schultz. Schultz was one of my worst takes ever. I used to kill Schultz. So I'm not over here saying I'm always right. All of us go get it wrong. All of us at some point. Yes, we was right about Tyler Smith. I was super wrong about Schultz. Super wrong. You know? So it is what it is. So this ain't to say we better than this person or better than that person. But this is one thing you'll get out of me. I'm going to tell you the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Based on how I see it. So, and this is where the draft, I'm being honest, this is where the draft began to go south to me. I'm being all the way honest. I ain't going to lie to y'all. It was maintaining the A all the way up to the corner. It was maintaining a solid A. Solid. But then I was like, bruh, because see, Tuck said something last year, man. I'm being all the way honest. When you do all the work that people like Keystone do and I do and Tuck, where we go deep, 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 deep looking at these people. If anybody watched the draft show on day 3, did we run out of gas? For real. Did we run out of gas? Was we quiet by the time we got to round 6 and round 7? Or did we not have a whole bunch of prospects that we were still talking about as high level sleepers? So when you put in a bunch of work and you looked at over 300 to 400 candidates, you know when they made a pick that didn't make sense. Because you also know what was available. Sometimes it's not the pick. Sometimes it's like, bro, the pick is okay, but you could have had a great pick right here. Based on the sleepers that was sitting right there. So this is why. So when people asking, okay, boss, why you not giving it an A? I'm not giving it an A because it's not just the picks, it's who you passed on. And then I get the feeling that once again, what you're doing is you go try to put all this pressure on your new one tech. It's the same pressure y'all put on Tristan Hill. What did they say about Tristan Hill? And anybody that knew football knew it was wee woo.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo, wee woo.
Y'all remember what they said about Tristan Hill? That wee woo. Oh, the reason why we passed on Thornhill, because we needed to get a DT that can stop the run now and into the future. What? You expect a rookie at pick 58 to come in and stop the run? Can anybody tell me any DT that was a rookie except Osa? Osa came in balling. He phased out. He did. But his first 9 games, woo, he was balling. But he was a rookie. So guess what? Of course, he phased out. Outside of Osa, y'all can't tell me no DT in the last 10 years that came in as a second rounder and was instantly stopping the run. You can't tell me one in 10 years. But that's what they said about Tristan Hill. That's what they said. They did the same thing to Mozzie. Oh, Mozzie's going to help us now and into the future.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo, wee woo.
Now, Mozzie could have helped you on a limited rotation where he's super fresh. Yeah, I could see that. But to sell us that he gonna be this run stopper right now, it's like, bruh, all these dudes take 3 years. And then it's like the Dallas Cowboys are backwards. Look at what they do. If you don't pan out fast enough, you're gone. Ridgeway, you get a fight, you're gone. This is around the time Ridgeway would have been hitting his maturity. This is the time Quentin Bohanna would have been at his best. So now you're getting another young bull and you saying, come in here and do what nobody has done in the last 10 years. So no, I'm not cool with that. And that made me drop that draft grade because I'm not cool with these shoes.
Is it the shoes?
This is not the shoes.
Is it the shoes?
No, that ain't the shoes. And if anybody believe that a rookie DT picked as the last pick is going to be a hero, you are a sucker. And y'all made a promise. You came out and said we could not stop the run the last 3 years. And then you get a 7th round one tech. So if you think I'm gonna be in here and co-sign stuff that I don't believe in just because I want y'all to be optimistic, you don't know me. I don't move like that. I only give real answers.
You want answers?
So if they get it right, I'm gonna tell them you got it right. But this one is fake news.
You are fake news.
So that's why I'm giving a grade a B. You was tracking at an A. And this is exactly what I said the Dallas Cowboys should do. I actually wanted them not to get a DT at all. Why? It would have forced them into the market, a veteran market. And I don't know as content creators why we still be selling DTs as heroes. Oh, let's go look at DT. Don't look at DT. Not if you saying you're trying to stop the run right now. That's a waste. Oh yeah, let's go look at some DTs. Let's go look at some DTs. I liked a whole bunch of DTs. I would have passed all of them to go get a veteran. And what we do, we look at, oh, he 330. 330 don't mean this dude go stop the run. Just because you big. You might be big and because you just fat. For real, man. You need some men strength. And it usually take about 3 years to get it. So yeah, I ain't giving this no A. Man, I ain't giving. Your top need was DT. And you go get a rookie? No, you bet not be done, Dallas. No, Dallas, what we need is as soon as one of these teams lay off one of these veteran DTs that perfectly fit as a one tech, Dallas, you better be. Because, hey, I don't believe at all these shoes fit. I'm just being honest. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I never do content where I'm pandering. Never.
Is it the shoes?
Never. You ain't gonna never see me pandering. I ain't gonna pander to no players. I ain't gonna pander to no media people. I ain't gonna pander to you. I ain't gonna do it. But I do got good news. I do have some good news. All right, but I had to keep it real, y'all. Listen, man, I wouldn't be me if I listen. So, this is the beautiful thing. Brevin Spann was somebody I've been looking at for the last 2 years. Not just this year, last year too. And I literally said that this dude is a perfect, and I said this last year. I said this guy is a perfect Mike McCarthy pick. Me and Keystone talked about it together when we went through our sleeper files. Do y'all remember we did that show where we was comparing notes? We don't really need it, but I do got some sleepers.
Tight end.
Yeah,
okay.
We don't need it.
We don't.
But the class, this tight end class was low-key dope, bro.
This is Mason Faircloth out of Kansas.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so many of them, bro. It's so many tight ends. This is the year. This is the year I almost wish we needed a tight end.
That's another one.
That's another one. Like, he remind me of Jamaica.
Finley?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Just athletic. Oh, like a tight end that move like a receiver. A big receiver. You know what I mean? So yeah. I just pulled out a couple of my sleepers out the woods. I'm just looking at, okay, I'm gonna just tell you the players that I say just right now that I just love, period. Dalen Hooker, even though we don't need tight end, you talking about some of the best hands, bro. This dude is a natural catcher. Don't
look at this tight end.
But the tight ends might be the best thing left, though, coach. For real talk, because I call this.
I'm not gonna piss everybody off. That's gonna piss everybody off. They drafting tight end. I know they're gonna piss up, but that's a Mike McCarthy thing. He loves tight ends. I'm telling you, man.
And this dude is the best. This is Mike McCarthy's type, hands down. I call this dude Baby Jamaica Finley. For real. Huh?
Hey,
you really trying to big us up on a position that you said they need to do away with altogether?
What? Oh, tight end? No.
Come on, dog.
No.
Come on, dog.
I know you want to fight me, bro, but I'm ready for this one. This one right here, dog, I was on him last year. You know what I mean? As a perfect Mike McCarthy fit. Like, and at this point, I'm trying to get the best player, bro. I'm not on needs. Needs can just kiss all over me. Because what we doing is we making a 4-year decision for a 1-year need. Now, give me the player because I want this guy for 4 years. And if school don't work out, I want a dog behind him or somebody that can come in here. Yeah, I know we got Stevens, but I still, listen, we carried how many tight ends last year, y'all?
4.
Right. So I want the best 4. Period. And if you can get them, but let me tell you, but forget that. I know and listen, don't start fighting me, everybody, because I'm telling you who I like. So, First of all, I gotta say this real quick before I break down, like, obviously one of my favorite sleepers. He said, that R Green. He said, boss, you let the Jones family sell you anything, we will never win in the playoffs. Bro, you not we, bro. Why you call yourself we? You not one of us, bro. You not a Cowboy fan, bro. I don't care what your profile picture is. I already said this is not a channel for the novice and for the trolls. The people that like this channel, people that like real football discussions. Cause that's so goofy what you just said, because we already won a playoff game 2 years ago, bro, versus Tampa. And you over what, like, bro, you don't belong to us, bro. You not one of us, bro. Just go over there, go get on another team. Cause honestly, I can't deal with cats like you, bro. That defeated, trash, whack attitude, I just can't do it. Listen, I can't stand people. I'm just being all the way honest. I just don't like people like you, bro. Be all the way honest. I don't like fans like you. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like a lot of Cowboy fans. I don't like y'all. Some of y'all. Most of y'all I love, but some of y'all, I promise you, I can't stand you. Just after, we ain't gonna never win a playoffs, bro. Just go, listen, bro. If you want to just open up your cheeks, go ahead, bro. My boy said, man, y'all crazy. It's 535 people in here, and it should be 300 likes minimum. Hey, man. Rome, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, man. My boy Rome be going hard, bro. You see how Rome be riding for the... Man, that boy Rome be riding, bro. Yeah, appreciate you, bro. Hey, I done asked 15 times, bro. What, you know what's going on, Rome? It's lurkers, bro. That's what's going on. It's some lurkers, bro. Because at this point, I done said it too many times. It's obvious what's going on now. And Rome, you know this as one of the best content creators in the game. This is what I learned, and I ain't talking to Rome. I'm just saying this is how I go, period. This is what I learned. I don't get caught up on views, because I used to think a lot of views meant that a lot of people were supporting you. It's actually a lot of people in them views that's watching, hoping you slip, hoping you say something wrong, hoping that you fail. Those are the people that's coming in here lurking like some weirdos, refusing to hit that like, even though they getting rich content. Some of them are competitors to me and Rome, and they ghost watch. And because they ghost watching, they just can't bring themselves to it. Some of them are people that's for other teams, and they just don't like Dallas, so they can't hit that like. They like the production, they like the content, but they can't. They so envious of the Dallas Cowboys, they just can't bring themselves. They can only lurk. They're weird. We should have way more likes. It's way too many people in here. Not that actually, we should have 500 likes. But let me go back to that pick, because I want to explain something real quick that's important. Putting it all together. I'm going to put it all together for everybody, okay? All right, here we go. Appreciate that, Ron. And also I want to say one more thing too, just real quick. Executives, we got up to 8,000. Thank y'all. And it happened on the draft weekend. I never said one time, help me get to 8,000. I never said it one time. But on y'all own, the executives and the new people on the channel shot it up. Shot it up. And see, the craziest thing is I might not have a lot of subscribers, but I always have a lot of live views. And I know why. Because it take me longer to earn your trust. But when you see the type of character that I strive to walk in where I don't pander. See, if you go watch Cat Williams said one of the realest things to Shannon Sharp. And I think it went over a lot of people's head. Shannon Sharp got nervous because he kept putting stuff out there. And he said, oh man. He said, man, this one ain't gonna do no numbers. Man, did you hear what he said to him? He said, man, you must don't know the power of telling the truth. He said, you finna go to a whole nother stratosphere. And that's what I strive for, bro. Listen, me and Rome, like Rome, them fights in there was real, wasn't it? When Balls was boxing, them were real fights. Like when Coach Marv was boxing Landlord, that was a real fight. It was a good one too, but that was a classic. Ooh, that was a good one. But what we strive to do is we gonna tell you the real. So if I tell you pick 1, love it. Pick 2, love it. Pick 3, love it. Pick 4, love it. Pick 5, I still need to research. Pick 6, didn't like it, but that one might do better because our offensive line, because of the ground, they step up. Pick 7, I don't like them shoes. And over time, even though we might not earn a whole lot of subscriptions fast, we earn a whole lot of loyalty. Because boys over time say, you know what, Boss don't pander. If Steele is better than La'el Collins, he go say it. If it's the bastards, if your free agents getting treated like bastards, he go say it. If he don't like Kellen Moore, he go bust him dead in his mouth and give you the reasons why. Some people like to stay. They like to stay. I don't talk about that. I let them talk about that. Okay, cool. Let me talk about it. Because guess what's going to happen? People go see the heart and the real, and they go continue to come over here. Because they can recognize the real. Oh, yeah. I don't talk about that. That's fine. You ain't got to talk about that. I talk about it. Because the number one goal that has always been the mission of Dallas Cowboys Sports is not to grow this channel only. The number one goal is to win a championship. And sometimes you go have disagreements. Sometimes you go have fights. Sometimes you'll give credit to them Joneses when nobody wants you to. I was the one telling people that they had a red shirt plan when everybody wanted to be mad at them. When they kept taking them out of context and they was telling them, oh, they don't mean it. Yes, they did mean it. Their all-in plan is just different than other teams. Most of it works well. It's just dumb when it comes to the shoes. But everywhere else, that red shirt plan does well. And I'm not going to pander to people because they want to be mad. Just what it is. But let me go back to the tight end, man. I just want to say thank y'all so much for getting us up to 8,000, you know. And more importantly, man, thank y'all for all the contributions and the thoughts, the super chats, the shares, everything that y'all do. Shooting, everything that y'all do.
Everybody around me shooters. Ain't no telling who was shooting.
But going back to this tight end, because I said I was going to kind of get into it. All right. So this is the deal. Why did I say for certain that this was a Mike McCarthy guy? So I wrote 4 books over the Dallas Cowboys. Okay. 4 books. Okay. My first book was in 2020. Okay. So in 2020, this is what I observed about. And I'm going to tell y'all something. This would be a good book to go get. I'm going to tell you. Especially if you go read my section on Stephen Jones. It's going to trip you out. How accurate it is. Especially when you look at what's going on today. Okay. Okay. Watch this. I don't know why y'all try me, bro. I don't know why y'all try me. You say boss wrong. Their plan is Trey Lance. Do y'all want to hear the truth or do y'all want to hear a lie?
You want answers?
Trey Lance was never a serious plan. The Dallas Cowboys is finna make millions and millions of dollars off of false competition. Trey Lance is about publicity. It's a publicity stunt. They're playing to the Dak hate. And y'all falling for it. It's only the Cowboy fans who really believe that a quarterback named Trey Lance, who couldn't beat out Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the draft, and couldn't beat out Sam Darnold, even though he played slightly better than Sam Darnold. It wasn't enough separation to keep him in San Fran. So if you had common sense, you would know that all of Dak's first preseason games would have unseat Mr. Relevant, Trey Lance, and Sam Darnold. Trey Lance has never had an NFL game even close to the debut of Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott in his very first preseason game showed you how to do it, because he was under that pressure that people forgot about. Romo went down and people were saying Dallas need to go get a veteran quarterback immediately. They need to get on the phones with Foles. So guess what? Dak had one time to win the crowd and shut that noise up. And what did Dak do in his debut versus the Rams? Dak would have had a perfect passing rating if Schwam didn't drop easy dump offs. That's what your quarterback did. But some of y'all really believe that Trey Lance is gonna all of a sudden make this massive jump to an MVP level where your quarterback currently is. That is not even nothing against Trey Lance. That's just common sense. Your quarterback, Dak Prescott, was the runner-up MVP with better numbers than MVP, and y'all just hate Dak so much that y'all just hoping Trey Lance some kind of way is going to become on an MVP level, even though we have never seen it.
Bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
All right, let me get back to the real. Talking about boss wrong. Man, please. Let me tell you what I'm right about. This is nothing but a publicity stunt. That's why they not even talking to Dak. Because guess who in the headlines every day over this manufactured controversy? Dallas. Guess who running it up every time, every station talking about us? Who running it up?
Run it up.
Who just getting that cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching? Jerry and Steven. So what they go do? They go wait till August. They go even Dak go blow him out. I'm gonna tell you right now. Dak is gonna blow him out. I'm just gonna tell you. It's gonna be easy too, bro. Dak is going into year 2 of this offense. That mean he gonna know it even better than he did last year when he was an MVP candidate. Trey Lance rusty. He ain't through with no real professionals on a professional level in the whole year. But y'all thinking he gonna come out here and just be God with the ball. That's what y'all really think. I'm like, oh my God. And so what's gonna happen in training camp? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. The media goons, the media minions, they're gonna manufacture a competition even if it's not there. Every time Trey Lance make a pass, they go highlight it. And they go put it out there like he balling. But see, the real people go be out there. New media go be out there. Law Nation them go be out there. And they gonna be like, man, boss, Dak is blowing this dude out, bro. But I guarantee you the minions gonna be saying, Trey Lance is out here looking good. Why? It's about running it up.
Run it up.
Then I guarantee you this what's gonna happen. Then preseason gonna happen. That's where it's gonna be in front of the world. And when it's in front of the world, it's gonna be obvious who the better quarterback. But by then, Jerry and them done made all this money off the suckers.
Bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
And they go pay Dak in August. That's when they go pay him. I'm telling you what's finna happen. Only suckers are falling for this. Suckers. So, that's what it is. All right, let me get back to what I was finna show y'all. All right. So this is from my first book, y'all. This is 2020, okay? So under the chapter where I talked about Mike McCarthy, head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, offense patterns. Okay. So when you look at that section, I break down the patterns. Okay. And just look at the historical list of Mike McCarthy tight ends and tell me if you don't see a pattern. Just look at it. Just look at it. I'm finna take these super chats. What's the pattern you see? I want to see some answers too. I ain't gonna give you the answer. I want to see your answers. We dealing with executives, people that can think. What's the pattern? What type of tight ends did Mike McCarthy used to get? Jermichael Finley, Jared Cook, Jimmy Graham. What type of tight ends are those? If you say black, you stupid. He like athletic tight ends. Size and athletic. Thank you. Somebody said it. Athletic. Yep. So when I was over here talking about he fit Mike McCarthy. Yep, basketball players. Ooh. See, this is why I call y'all executives. Yep. So guess who right now is the second highest paid free agent in the NFL right now? Coach Marv, the one that gave me this tip. Guess who is the second highest undrafted free agent. Somebody said black. I mean, I hate y'all, bro. I swear to God, I hate y'all. Yep. Yo, quarterback. And I'm going to tell you, Rico Gathers, Mike McCarthy would have liked Rico Gathers. He would have. He would have actually used him. He wouldn't have been stupid like Dallas. He would have used him. Mm-hmm. It's a certain type. Athletic. So when you look at the types of quarterbacks that he liked, tight ends, why do you think they went aggressively after John Stevens last year? And see, the last time me and Coach Marv talked about this, the last time, guess who was the other player that they paid a lot of money to? Do y'all know was the other player, the undrafted free agent they paid a lot of money to? Anybody want to take a guess? The other undrafted free agent they paid a lot of money to? Marquise Bell. And they paid him $250,000 of bonus. What does that tell you, the Dallas Cowboys plans, when you paying somebody that much bonus? You think they plan? This might be one of the biggest steals in our draft class. Because I told you, that dude go look at his film. Guess who also was a late round pick? Even though he wasn't picked. I'm just saying, who was slept on. That's better said. Guess who was slept on in the draft? Jermichael. He was slept on, y'all. First round talent, drafted in the 3rd round. Yep. My boy Rome said, hold on real quick. Let me go to these super chats, man. And then we go get up out of here, man. I ain't gonna take no calls. I'll take some calls too. Hold on real quick. Let me go to these super chats, because y'all really loaded up them super chats, man. I appreciate the love, man. Y'all always do real good with them super chats, man. I greatly appreciate y'all, man, and all the super chats y'all do on this channel. All right, y'all loaded up them super chats. I'm gonna take some calls. I definitely want to hear from y'all too, man. I really want to hear from y'all about this draft. Now, I see y'all asking some questions about some of them UDFA linebackers. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't finished my homework yet, y'all. I'm just being all the way honest. It's so much stuff I gotta catch up on. I gotta catch up on all these interviews. I gotta finish some film. It's honestly just not enough time. Just being all the way honest, it's just you run out of time. There's no way you can do this and be a father at the same time. I promise you that. And also I got other hustles, you know what I mean, where I make money. It's just you can't. I'm just being honest. So some of this stuff, I'm gonna have to eat slow. It's just what it is. But get into these super chats and some of these good comments real quick, because I added some comments in here that wasn't some super chats. My boy Rome said, Scoon might be on a chopping block, bro, keeping it real. Yeah, they sending some signals out there, bro. They definitely ramped up the competition, because you got John Stevens, and now you brought this dude in there. This is the thing that I do like, Rome. It's gonna make you either sink or swim. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people correctly saying, in my opinion, that they sending a signal to Clark. Well, they are. They are. So Clark go either divorce the ways of LVE or he's go step up. That's what competition go do. You go either sink or you go swim. So that's a real good comment right there. Another super chat. My boy said, hey boss, Trey has to leave Cooper before he can even see that. That's true. That's straight up too. That's straight up. See Cooper got a noodle on, but this is what Cooper proved. Cooper proved that he got heart and he gritty. You gotta beat Cooper. No, I ain't trying to hear nothing about no Dak. Shoot, man, y'all can sleep on Cooper Rush all you want. When that heat get hot, this is one thing I noticed about my noodle arm redhead quarterback. When it's hot, Cooper Rush be cool. Am I lying? Am I lying? It can be hot. Now, he didn't really do like just, man, that boy beat the Bengals and the Rams. Man, say, Lance, you got to take out Cooper. Man, that's a great super chat. So, this is another one. My boy said, the scouts of the Cowboys said they made all their O-line in Kansas State wear 2-pound ankle braces every game. So I think BB would have more agility without those braces. I think he need to lose weight, bro. I'm just keeping it real. Especially when you go look at what they did with Tyler Smith, who came in here with them old Twinkie cheeks. And they was like, nah, bro. We professionals over here, bro. We just, nah. Look at that neck. All that fat neck. Man, nah, bro. That boy hit the gym. Yeah. So, homeboy, you might need to eat some salads. I'm just keeping it real. Especially if you want, yeah, man, that boy lose some weight, get on that jump rope. 330, that's heavy, bro. We might need you down to 320, 315, bro. For real. I'm just keeping it real, bro. And I do, Chris, I stand with you on this. Yeah, do go get him right. I agree. And I think the room go get it right. I think as soon as he go in that room and he see Zach Martin with a 6-pack over there just drinking some Gatorade, never drinking no Kool-Aid, them boys in there eating shrimp. Like, man, I used to eat pizza, man. I don't eat no pizza. What you talking about? I'm a professional. That's the room he walking in. Yeah, man, we time to get off them Twinkies. You know, not talking bad about BB because it worked, but we talking about, man, we trying to make him into the next Zach Martin. We want him to be the next Frederick. That's what we want, for real. Yeah, nah, I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. I'm cool with 330 if you carrying it well. That's the only reason I gave him 2 stars. I didn't like how he was moving with that weight. Yeah. Nah, I want you to, yeah, I want to see the same plan that they did. Because don't act like, Montana, you ain't see the difference between when Tyler Smith was like this and when he was like this. Because this guy, he could not have played left tackle. But this guy could. Just keeping it real. I think I ain't saying become a vegetable. I ain't talking about he need to go all the way down to 290. No, I think he need about 10 more pounds off of him, man. But that's my honest to God assessment. That's how I see it. Especially the way he moved. If he was carrying that 330 perfectly, I would have no problems. You know what I'm saying? And I still know he a dog. Oh, also, his dad gonna be coming on the show. Keystone booked him. So, very, very good book by Keystone. So we gonna be bringing on his dad, talking ball. Keystone booked him, man, and obviously that's a very, very good book. I'm excited to talk to his dad, you know. So anyway, let me go back to these super chats. And then another one, we got a $5 super chat. He said, boss, appreciate the love at Shakerton's. Oh, this Kato. What's up, Kato? Man, appreciate the drink, bro. Appreciate the drink, man. Kato, man. And you did a good job too, man. Very good questions, bro. He said, boss, I appreciate the love at Shakerton's. I'm optimistic about Mozzie getting his weight back and selling under Zim. Yeah, that's the first thing I want to know when they start training camp. I want to know what his weight is. That's what I want to know. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, and very good comment. And then my boy said, boss, like your break. Oh, boss like breaks. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that, wee woo, man. I think they got them likes up now. Them likes looking good now. And then my boy said they also discussed trading away Quinn guys. And see, sometimes you gotta trade him away, to be honest, man. Sometimes you gotta trade him away. Do you remember why we got Quinn? Do y'all remember when we got Robert Quinn? You know the real reason we got Robert Quinn? The real reason we got Robert Quinn, because when he was at Miami, they was moving to a 3-4 defense. And he didn't fit it. He's a 4-3 defensive end. That's why he wasn't doing over at Miami. Then he came over here and he exploded. So sometimes when you got a coach that have a particular scheme and those guys don't fit that scheme, they gotta go. Just keep it real. So, my last super chat, then we go take some calls. He say Tyler got on the Smith, Steele, and Martin workout. Yep. And that's what's gonna happen with Guyton. So y'all give me a second, man. Let me set up these phones real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. I should have had it already set up. I'm gonna set up the phones and take some calls, man. I really want to hear from y'all. Obviously, and I'm gonna be honest, man. That draft picked my faith up a little bit. I'm being all the way honest. All of us were still bleeding out because of Green Bay. All of us. You know, Rome said something that I love, and it was just real. He said, bro, right now, this is the time to hold the Dallas Cowboys accountable. And he did. He said, but once we draft these guys, it's time to lock them arms, and let's come on with it. I love it. You know what I mean? And now we can, because the draft is good. It's a very good draft. Is it a perfect draft? No. But was it a very, very good draft? Yeah. And most importantly, the area where I gave them an A was the first picks. The first 5. The area where I gave them a G- was 5 and 6. No, I'm talking 6 and 7. Yeah. So let me get these phones going real quick. I'm setting it up. I appreciate y'all waiting on me. All right, so I'm ready to go. Let's get it.
Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby, down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me.
Yeah!
Got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the labels want the rights to me. CD on my back and it feel light to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me.
OG Law in the building. Law, you ain't lying, bro. Hold on real quick. I gotta show Law comment because it's real, bro. And it is, man. This is a very, very real comment, dog. My boy Law said, it's good to see people drinking that Kool-Aid again, bro. That is good. That's a good thing, bro. Like, for real, like, Nobody want to be on a team that's hopeless, bro. That's a miserable feeling when you know y'all ain't finna do nothing. Nah, it is very good to see. Now we ain't saying we stupid, but if you ain't come out of this draft at least feeling way better, you just a Debbie Downer, bro. That's the only thing I can say, bro. You know. Now it might not have been a perfect draft, but bro, in my opinion, they hit a lot. All right, so y'all coming in the building, man. I love it, man. I love it. All right, here we go. It's 6 people up in here. Oh my God. So I just locked the meeting because there's a lot of y'all up in here. And because there's so many of y'all, let's be courteous, obviously. Okay, let's be courteous because I got to get up early in the morning. I'm gonna get up at 3 in the morning. My boy Law Nation said, "Hey man, that boy Law be saying some country wise sayings, bro. But it be real. My boy say, man, you got to beat the sun up in the morning. Man, that's a real boy. He say beat the sun up." All right, so let's get this going, man. I'm gonna start with Coach Q. Let's all be courteous now. The only person I'm not gonna rush is Star. Let's go, Coach Q. You live.
What's up, boss?
What's up with it?
Man, I really did like the draft yesterday.
You did?
And I was thinking about this one. I thought I loved it. I loved the draft. I was thinking about something that you were saying in regards to the front that we run on defense. If you remember, in Minnesota, when Ball was in his prime, he ran a 4.3 under, with Barr being a Sam on the line. And I think that's the same way he's going to do Micah. And my son said, "Dad," and I was thinking that we were getting a replacement. Now, Dad, we getting that DN because he gonna run 4.3 under. And so I went back and started looking at Minnesota tape at how many times that Barr was the Sam on their defense and he was on the line.
Yeah, and let me explain
that
real quick. I'm gonna say it in layman's terms. When he's saying a 4.3 under, I'm gonna say it in his most layman's terms. You basically gonna have like 3 pass rushes. Your Sam now is also like a pass rusher. That's what he's saying. You know. But go ahead.
And the beautiful part about that is in that formation, your Sam is usually over by a tight end. It gives you a problem with that particular defense because you have the way we run it, you will have Parsons, D-Law, and Osa.
Yeah.
Osa would be the one technique. Yeah. And so normally, me being an offensive line coach, if your tight end is supposed to be chipping, he can't chip now.
He can't
chip.
He can't.
And it makes your tackle have to say, okay, now I'm gonna have to treat Micah as if he's coming.
Right.
And Osa, now you can't double team Osa. Osa's gangster when you don't double team him on a pass rush. And a 4.3 under really does fit our particular scheme with our personnel.
Yeah.
And so when my son was saying that, I said, "No, son, you were right on that." And so it made sense. And then when you think about our other DNs, now we kind of know, okay, Sam Williams is going to be on the opposite side. So real talk, we do have 4 legit DNs if you only count Micah.
Right.
And then you said something last year about Overshawn. Overshawn can play Sam.
Yeah.
So you're not limited. If Micah come out, you just move Overshawn over.
Yeah.
And so it makes too much sense. And then when you look at the linebacker that we picked, he should play Sam. I'm like, okay. When you look at it, we have about 3 guys that can play at Sam position. And so it just makes so much sense when you look at Zim and what he ran in Minnesota and look at our personnel. It's made me feel a lot better. In regards to also, it makes me mad, once again, boss, we talked about this last year, when we lost Isaiah Land. Because you said when we lost him, we knew we was going to need DNs coming into this year.
Right. Yeah.
We knew it. And so that's the one you should not have let him go. You knew you had two guys leaving.
Yeah.
Once again, you said today about our 2-1 techs.
Yeah.
Both of them guys would be in their second and third year. You wouldn't have need to give one.
Yep.
You wouldn't have been complaining about losing the guy we lost. You wouldn't, because guess what? Your scouts did their job.
They did.
You know why? Because both those guys are still in the league, and both of them start. We're gonna one start and one in the rotation. So I'm like, so guess what? Your scouts was right.
Right.
If you just had patience.
Yeah, I don't think they really have a good philosophy on one text. I think they think one text supposed to be instant, and if they not instant, they get rid of.
Oh my God.
That's my honest. I think the only people know that it take 3 years is the new media.
Yeah. And then another thing about Mozzie, I'm very, very excited for Mozzie. If anybody want to know why I'm excited, if you go look at Zim's defense, his one text does what Mozzie did at Michigan. Zim don't have his one text go up the field. Zim has his one text keep them linebackers off his linemen off his linebackers.
Yeah.
That's what he does. So that fits Mozzie. Mozzie don't have to get no quicker. He got to get bigger and stronger. But in Zim defense, he wants his one tech to hold up that guard and center.
Yep.
Yes, to hold them up. And that's what Mozzie did in Michigan.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
And so, like, now, no offense, the scouts and our old defense coordinator, they was off bases because Mozzie fits Zim defense. He does. He really does.
Yeah, man. No,
So
it pissed me off, man, because we getting back into that, like, Dan Quinn experiments. That's like a bad dream, bro.
It really is. But like I said, for the fans, if you want to see,
we go try to make him a pass rusher. We gonna make him a pass rusher. I can't stand that.
And then as far as the offensive line, dude, like, they've had so much success, and you can kind of see the plans that they have. And Tyler Guyton, for me, I just hope that he can hold up this year. I'm just gonna be more excited for the year after that because tackles always, just like with Steel, year 2. That's when they kind of come into their own. But year 1, sometimes it's kind of rough. So, like I said, I hope he can get with Duke Manuel to fix them hands, and just hold on tight. That's all I got, boss.
Yeah, Duke fixed Tyler Smith's hands, so his hands was trash. Remember, that's why he had so many holding calls at Tulsa.
Dude, and then he still feet.
Yeah,
still feet was bad.
I'm not worried about Guyton at all, man. I ain't worried about no Guyton. That's not going.
Yeah, I agree with you. With BB, he has to get around, like you said, boss. 315, 320 is what he needs to be.
Yeah.
To have that, what I call functional agility.
Yeah. But Coach, let me get some more calls in here, man. You did good as usual, man. I appreciate it, Coach. Okay.
Anytime, boss. Bye.
All right. Now that's a coach. He coaches offensive line. He played offensive line, center specifically, and he played it in college. So dealing with him, you dealing with somebody who actually know the position. I did want to take one comment before I finish these calls on my boy Datter Green. He said, whatever, I've been one of your support in big games. I've always been truthful and loyal to my guys. I'm a Dallas guy and I have my opinion just like you. So yeah, and so let me tell you something. If you saying something that pissed me off, I'm gonna tell you. I'm telling you and everybody else, if you want to piss me off, come in here talking about we ain't finna win a playoff game. So I'm just telling you that pisses me off. I don't like Cowboy fans that come in with a defeated attitude before the season even started. We just drafted. Why was you saying we ain't gonna win a playoff game? So yeah, it pisses me off when y'all show the opposite of faith at all for no reason. I don't like it. And so if you do something that offend me, I'm gonna tell you to your face. And I frankly don't care that you've been supporting me. because you support me, don't give you the right to say stuff that I take offensive. And if you say something that I take offensive, I'm gonna go tell you and anybody else. So if you want to go to a channel to where y'all say in all day, we finna be losers, the Dallas Cowboys trash, we ain't gonna never win a playoff game, we've never won a playoff game, and y'all want to say stuff like that, it's plenty of channels that just love negativity. They love it. It's a whole lot of content creators, they only show up after we lose. You can go do that all day over there and they go welcome you with open arms. But for those of us who trying to work on winning the championship, we don't like hearing it. And I'm telling you straight up, I don't like it. To your face, and that go for you or anybody. That's what it is. So we got us a super chat, then I'm gonna take some calls. He say, gonna be some BS if DQ used as a crash dummies to perfect his craft in Washington. Some of that stuff that was going on, to be honest, bro, was front office, bro. Because Dan Quinn was trying to get Bobby Wagner. You know what I mean? We was over here protecting LVE. Star, let's get it.
What's up, boss?
What's going on?
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff I want to comment on. What's up to everybody in the chat? And I want to say again, thank you for allowing me to talk a lot during the day 3 of the draft show. I appreciate that a lot, just being able to get my thoughts out to your audience. But I'll say for Dan Quinn, I've been on Dan Quinn's head a lot about, sabotage and all that type of stuff. But I do think today that I did get the conclusion based off of what I heard from Scott McCurley is that Dan Quinn did not hate linebackers. Like that is a misconception because he was using linebackers 2021, 2022. What happened was they got ravaged with injuries. Now they did favor safeties over linebackers because we went into the season with more safeties than we've ever had.
Yep.
That's like 6 to 7 safeties.
Yeah.
And so when the coaches like Mike Solari and them, it was Mike Solari who explained how it goes when they're trying to add free agents and how the whole process goes as far as talent. And he was like, the personnel department, everybody goes to the coaches before they make the moves, besides Jerry with Trey Lance. But for the most part, they have the process in place to where they're on one accord when it comes to these personnel decisions. So they all were on the same page about let's go in with more safeties, but we have our linebackers. But what happened? Overshown gets hurt. Then LVE gets hurt early in the season. They tried to fix it because they did go after Shaq Leonard. But what happened? He chose the Eagles over us. Then they went and got Evans. And Evans, his issue was they didn't really put him on the field as much, but I think it had to do with him himself rather than them trying to do sabotage. Because at that point, when you're going out trying to get more linebackers, you realize that the linebackers that you have, like they went out and tried to get Darius Leonard. That's a former All-Pro. Now, is he that same guy? No, but you knew you needed to get smarter at that position. But now you had Damone Clark that had to be forced into that Mike position, and that's really where the downfall was. Like, if you really want to know why were we losing those games? Because our linebackers was getting taken advantage of on the ground. Like, that's just point blank, period. And that was the issue, too, in 2022 with getting full with motion and all that type of stuff. But anyway, I will concede and say Dan Quinn, he doesn't hate linebackers. Do I think that he could have called packages in the... Yeah, do I think he could have called packages in the playoff game to win? Yeah, because we had saw those packages in the games leading up to the playoff game. That even with us being depleted at linebacker, we had packages with Michael off ball that could stop the run. So I'm still not forgiving Dan Quinn for the playoff game, but I will back off and say it's not that he hated linebackers or the front office doesn't hate linebackers. We really just get, like J Tuck said, shout out to J Tuck, we really just got ravaged with injuries. I really do believe that when it comes to the linebacker position.
Gotcha.
But Anyway, I want to talk about the draft. I know you said you give it a B.
Yeah.
And I think most.
And I said a B because
it
it's not just the B. I gave it a B because they, in my opinion, passed up on better players in the last rounds.
Right. Okay.
And then on top of that, they got a DT as if he's gonna be a savior, and his tape and experience say it's not gonna happen. So the most important thing we needed is a veteran DT, and that's what really turned my stomach, because it's like, man, these boys finna walk in here like this 7-round DT is good enough, and it's gonna be like, no, he gonna get bullied like all late round DTs do until about a couple of years. And that's what pissed me off about it, because that's the most important thing we need. That's where we are depleted the worst. So I loved all the picks, but it's like I always say, man, it's them shoes. DT, man, they messed up on the shoes. So that's what made me downgrade the draft, because the most important part of the outfit, you got it wrong.
Yeah. I think a lot of people landed on a B. I think that I'm higher on the draft because the two players that we got in Cooper Beebe and Maris Leafau, those were two great positions of need. And I don't think people are really understanding that, because you're like, you got, TJ Bass and Austin Richards, but I'm like, I don't think people understand the type of caliber of player Cooper Beebe is. And I don't know, I will go out here and say this to people. Cooper Beebe's film in 2003 is not as good as his film in 2022. When I watched him this year, I did say, he looks a little bit slower, and I think it is because he gained a little bit of weight.
Right.
I think he gained a little bit of weight, but I think if he just drops that weight, he's going to go back to how he was in 2022, which was elite. Like when I watched Cooper Beebe in 2022, I was
floored,
shocked, because I had never seen because I had never seen a offensive lineman do what he did, as far as how he's able to move positions in game, left to right. Like the guy is. Like, I was like, I've never seen an offensive lineman like this ever. So, you got Barden who can, do left guard, left tackle, but Cooper Beebe he can go from right tackle in the game to left guard. Like, that's how versatile he is. So, and for people who are saying him working with Duke, he already works with Duke. Like, he literally is like, think of him as like one of Duke's greatest college kids' pet cats. Like, he has Cooper Beebe teaching seminars, just like he has Zach Martin teaching seminars. So he's already locked in with Duke. So for everybody in the chat, so I think when you get a guy like that,
because sometimes you know how it is. Like, your biggest gains is in the off season, so you can work with Duke in the off season. Then you can get in the season. You can start. Your diet can get off. You know what I mean? That's why certain players blow up. And that's why I think he'll do better in Dallas when you're around a bunch of guys. Because you remember how much weight Steele lost last year? You know what I mean?
Steele slimmed down. Tyler Smith slimmed down.
You see what I'm saying? So when you the best guy at Kansas State, you do what you want to do. You can drink all the beer you want. You can party. You can do all. You know what I mean? But when you get in there and you dealing with real professionals, like real boys, like when them boys like, bro, no, like, cause there's no way you can do what Tyler Smith did, right? Go from Twinkie chin to no chin in 3 months, unless he was locked in. He had to change. I guarantee he was eating turkey breasts, salads, shrimp. You know what I mean? Hitting the weights hard, cardio, Starmaster, just all kind of stuff, because he was likely on a strict regimen, and I think he gonna have to do the same, just to be honest.
Yeah.
To see what we saw in 2022.
Yeah, and I think he's gonna do it. First of all, like you said, the soil that he's going into, but I say all that about Cooper to say, like, this is a guy that they got what you call the what's his name? I think it was one of the scouts. Shout out to .com because I love how they have the coaches and the scouts that go in there and talk. And he said that every single one of their draft picks has that same type of attitude. These are guys that they heavily research, the guys that they know loves football.
Yeah.
And not only physical, you got all these attributes, but guys that they know really loves football and lives for football and willing to do what it takes to do off the field the same thing on the field. So I think, I'm certain that Cooper Beebe will do whatever he needs to do. He may have already slimmed down because he tested, his RAS score is very high. I don't know how much weight you put toward that, but he blew the combine out of the water. So maybe he's already dropped weight. I don't know. We're just looking at his 2023 film, which he did look a little bit. You can see the
difference.
He looked a little bit.
I mean, I wanted to give him 3 stars, but I couldn't.
Yeah, you could.
Not when I'm looking at.
You said what? You kind of break it up.
I wanted to give him 3 stars, but I couldn't. Just couldn't.
But you couldn't because of that, and that makes sense. But I think. Also, with Maris, I have been preaching about, and 2 things I wanted to say as well, that Overshown, I think Coach Q just talked about him playing Sam. Scott McCurley said that he will be playing Sam for us this year. So that was a nugget that I thought was interesting. Yeah. And then another nugget that I wanted to say, too, is that as far as the tackle that we drafted, I think Nathan Thomas, I think is his name.
Yeah.
He said he is moving to guard.
Yeah.
Like the Cowboys talked to him and told him like you're playing guard for us. Yeah, they were like you're playing guard for us. So I think when you look at that, because I know you said his take was womp, but I know he was playing guard
tape.
Where he was.
Yeah, his tackle.
At. Is that right?
Like,
playing tackle. Sorry, tackle where he was at.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and he looked like a guard. He moved like a guard.
Right, and I think he's pretty good at run blocking and stuff like that. So they definitely brought him in to be guard. He already said that. He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be playing guard." They already told me that. So I just think. The last thing I would say about Maris is this is the middle linebacker that you already know. We already talked about Maris yesterday.
Yeah.
So I think when it comes to it, just depends on how you rate a draft or how you gonna grade it. Because I put more stock in the first 3 rounds than I do in the lower rounds. Because in the lower rounds, at this point, you're trying to pick special teamers, guys who you feel like have an upside. So you're kind of just drafting traits at this point. So and with the DT, I already knew it didn't matter if we got Byron Murphy. It wasn't going to be enough.
That depends.
Like we have to.
That depends. Like we already super deep at offensive line. So Nathan Thomas, why, bro? Like for real, like why? Especially when you had some real life talent sitting there. Because according to my sleeper files and Keystone sleeper files, we was going through a lot of talent. And so when you see Nathan, you like, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. And then you get Nathan.
I get you. I get what you're saying.
So anyway, so
I see what you're saying. I think ultimately though, it just comes with some of the guys that we've researched. They weren't high for the Cowboys for whatever reason. But it doesn't make sense to us because we're like, we saw all these people, we did deep research and they got better film than this guy. But we don't ultimately know the coaches and stuff like that, why they pick these certain guys in the lower round. It could be because out of all the prospects, they're more refined. There's better talent, but we like his attitude. Because the scout said they wanted to.
I just don't see it. I don't see it.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not here to convince you to like the picks. If you don't like the picks, there's better talent, then that's just your opinion.
And it's also why did we need another? It's also why did we need another offensive lineman? Like why? It's like why? Like Watch was saying double dip. He never said triple dip. You hear me? Like Vach said double dip, never said triple dip. Like
you said what?
Vach said double dip. He never said triple dip. Like, you know what I mean? He was selling double dip, not triple dip. Like this was a triple dip. Like, okay. You know, like, okay. So anyway, it did. But you know, if you give it an A, I can see where you give it an A. I can see where you give it an A from our premium picks, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, that's how I feel. I put more stock toward the premium picks, and the lower level picks. Like I'm like, those are lower level picks. So it's like I understand there's more talent out there, but it's like at this point you're drafting guys that you want, that you've done 30 visits and stuff like that with. I mean, that's just how I see the process. That could be wrong, but I don't know. So, and they say BPA, according to their board. So they said they only had 15 first rounders, you know, so obviously their draft process is different than ours. But if we're giving our own grades, I can see why people have B's. I can see why people have C minuses. There's people who said C minuses because they didn't know the top 3 picks that we picked. And then on top of that, it's like you didn't address needs, you didn't address running back, or you didn't get a high level DT. So I can see everybody's point of view. I just put it high because I think the Cowboys for the first 3 picks got people that we really needed on this roster. And then as far as the other the end of the picks, I didn't know those guys. I didn't watch their film before, but based on, you know, what I've seen, it's like these guys are guys that have athletic ability, they got dog, they have upside. So that's just how I see the draft. I had already said, me personally as well, like, we got Cooper Beebe. So I said, after that ball straight up, I had said, I don't give a damn what else we do. So that's just how I see the situation.
Yeah.
But I get how people don't agree with that, and that's fine. Yeah. I think ultimately, you know, I hope Steven wasn't capping and they go out and do what he said, like we gonna make trades and we currently on the phone with, okay, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless, we gotta fix the D tackle room because like I said, it didn't matter if we got Byron Murphy, it's not enough. You still need a veteran in that position. And I hope we go out and we actually sign Zeke. I don't know if it's been official yet, but I don't see no official report. So hopefully we go out there and sign Zeke, and then, you know, I'm fine with rolling in the season with Zeke and Deuce. I know many people are not, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't believe in Deuce and they don't think Deuce is a real NFL running back. But I graded Deuce my number 1 running back last year, so I just see him differently. But anyway, I think that's all I had to say, you know, me explaining my grades and just thoughts on the draft. I don't think I had any other thoughts.
Oh, no, appreciate it, Star. Hey, y'all, can y'all shoot T Foster?
Okay,
get him out of here. I'm sick of this dude. He make another profile. Get it. I get sick of this dude.
Everybody around me shooters. Ain't no telling who was shooting.
Dude up out of here, man. Dude, now he from my own hood, but he be like, I'm from Oak Cliff. Bruh, get your Oak Cliff wax self up out of here. Real talk. And there be too many people from your own hood that be hating, bruh. And it be like that in every hood. Now, y'all be courteous now. Y'all be courteous now, because I told y'all I got to get up. So, I know y'all got a lot to say, but y'all confirm. Thank y'all for shooting him. Thank you.
Everybody around me shooters. Ain't no telling who was shooting.
I did want to say one thing, though, about the guy that said that we ain't going to win a playoff game. That do upset me, but I'm going to try to calm down a little bit. Y'all got to sometimes allow me to be passionate. You know what I'm saying? You know, because listen, when I used to play, I hated people that when we was getting ready to go to war and you was already defeated, it used to vex me bad. So partially what's going on is I'm so passionate about winning that when you come in like, oh, we finna lose, we ain't gonna win, it just frustrates me. So I really didn't mean to go off on that dude, but I'm just telling y'all, I hate that. Not don't like it, I hate it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to still be respectful though, because you know, a lot of y'all cool people. I just want y'all to, sometimes you just need to know, you know, what things can set me off. So, you know what I mean? Just stay away from that. Everybody. And see, appreciate it. He said, it's all love, boss. I'm glad you still in here, bruh. So I'm gonna publicly say, bruh, I apologize, bruh. I was too passionate, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But now you know, and everybody know, I just hate to hear that we go lose before we play. You know what I mean? That's like, let's play first. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you, bro. And my bad. I'm man enough to say I apologize openly. All right. All right, let me take these calls, man. Y'all be courteous, man. I told y'all I got to get up, man. So, all right. So let me go with Joe. Joe, you live.
Hey, what's up, boss?
What's going on, Joe?
So I'm just gonna make it quick. You too, man. I'm just gonna make it quick.
Okay.
Like, I don't mean to be petty, but to all the Philly fans that are in here trolling, look, y'all had a good draft. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all had a good draft, and I'm not hating on it. But you guys draft names, and we draft football players.
You petty.
We don't sell jersey. This draft, we didn't sell for jersey sales. We drafted hard-nosed football players.
Yeah. I mean, Philly had a good draft.
I'm excited about
draft.
Yeah, we did. This was totally a makeup draft from last year. And my faith kind of went up when we traded down. That was huge for us.
Oh man, my faith went up too, Joe. Ooh,
that was like, ooh. I was down, but the trade down was an adrenaline shot for me.
Oh man, that was.
And I think we fleeced Detroit straight up. We did.
We did. You telling the truth, Joe. You telling the truth. I posted his stats.
And I'm excited about the Notre Dame linebacker. A lot of people have been comparing it to Fred Warner. A lot of people
that didn't even talk. That's what I like.
Oh, I'm excited about that.
You know, when we all say the same thing and none of us talk, that means it's a real comp.
Yep.
Cause I heard Foot said, I heard they said Foot said it, cause when people heard me say it, cause I played my audio for 3 months ago when I said I see Fred Warner in him and all of that kind of stuff, and Boss the Institute was saying Foot just said that, you know what I mean? So when people that you know they got good eyes are seeing what you seeing, you be like, yeah, it's a real comp, like it's a real
And
comp.
one more point before I get out of here. Yeah. I don't know if I could be wrong, boss, but we got both tight ends that you wanted.
Yeah.
We got Spamford and the guy from UCF you wanted. So we signed both of them.
For real?
Yeah, we got Holler too.
I need to go check the list.
We got him too.
Ooh, man, Dallas. I need to go check that. Yeah, he had 300 receiving yards.
Forgive me if I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong, but I think we did.
I'll go double check it. Yeah, Zeke had 300 yards receiving as well.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it, Joe. Good call, man. You too, big dog. You too. All right, so we got 2 more calls,
all right,
man.
Thanks.
You too, Joe. Prince, you live.
Okay, boss. Yeah, I was a little disappointed in the draft yesterday, but yeah, I'm a little happy today because you kind of calmed me down because I had to really. Well, tell me about the Flournoy kid that they picked up in the 7th round.
They had 2 7th-round picks.
Yeah, the Flournoy, the Flournoy kid that the receiver.
Oh, yeah, that's the guy that I said I haven't even got to yet. I looked up his measurables, but I haven't put my eyes on him yet.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. I wanted Brendan Rice. That's who I wanted.
No, it made like Brendan Rice and like I think Amp said it best. Slow until you know, right? And over the years, I kind of learned that in the draft is to kind of, if I don't know the player, I don't know enough to not like the player. if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I'm not
for instance, a lot of people didn't like Brooks last year until he showed up in training camp. You see what I'm saying?
No, I like Brooks because I like this tape.
Okay.
And I think he's going to do better this year too. So you can give him a chance, just like what Star was saying. I don't have a problem with Deuce too. Deuce got some talent. He just need a chance. They didn't put him on the field last year.
Yeah, they redshirted him. Yep.
And I didn't like that. So I was like, hopefully this year, you give him more of a chance. Do something. Now I don't understand why they didn't draft a running back in the draft.
I told him real quick, man, can y'all shoot this dude again? I told you he'd be making them profiles.
Oh
man, it's this weirdo.
Everybody around me shooters. Ain't no telling who was shooting.
Like, what kind of person make like multiple profiles for every time you shoot them?
When I was a youngster Cowboys fan, I used to be 10. I grew up, y'all thinking about Z, holler at me at the end of 2020.
Then he come here talking about that youngster. See, that's how you know them boys be hating. They be youngster and all that. Boy, I should get your
I'm finna rant right. Yeah, I'm finna rant for a little bit. Get that motherfucker out of here.
The weirdo, man. Dude, you gonna make another if somebody kick you out, you know how weird you are to come back. Now you are weird.
Yes, bro.
If somebody kick you out, they don't want you.
This nigga right here. I'm like,
no N word, bro. No N words. No N words, bro.
My apologies.
You good, Prince. You good.
You good.
But anyway, man.
Yeah, but I'm like, but the running back, I'm surprised they didn't be aggressive and go get a running back in the 4th round when all the good running backs was dropping like flies.
See this now, I'm gonna be honest, Prince. I said before the draft with landlord, okay? I said if it come down to getting the best player available, I am cool with band-aiding up running back to next year.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If you getting the best player available, So I would be a hypocrite
to
then go against it. You know what I mean? When I already said, hey, I live with this running back room, especially if you sign Zeke. Now, if you don't sign Zeke, I'm going to think y'all crazy. But if you sign Zeke, because Zeke fit this current offensive line more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you got BB, I immediately was like, we need somebody that can finish off the punishment. Because this is a punishing offensive line now. This is the type of offensive line that can submit teams. Like, just outright submit teams. And see, people forgot. When they was talking to defenders in the top 100, they used to ask them, who was the person you hated tackling the worst? Unanimously, boys would say Zeke. So if you got a BB, right, and a Tyler Smith on the inside, right, you are now built to have just hammers everywhere. You got a hammer offensive line and you have a hammer running back. That type of team will break teams' will, So I'm cool with the running back room if you get Zeke. And I'm gonna tell you one of the most important and the most encouraging thing that I saw. When the OC came back day 3 and said, I watched the film on New England and I can definitely see Zeke being very impactful, especially with the draft picks. Because if anybody know OC, he been smashing Zeke, But this is where he different than our fans. He went to the film. He not just making these blanket, he washed up statements and all of that. He actually went to the film. Most people that say he washed up and stuff, they just doing that because they want to see somebody else. They on some, I want to see somebody get a chance. Okay, that's fine. I'm cool with that. But can you at least do some film work before you just conclude he's done? Because if you actually go do the film work, you go think the opposite. But Prince, let me take this last call.
Yeah. Okay, have a good night.
You too, Prince. Good call, bro. Tariq, you live.
Yeah, what's going on, boss? How you doing?
What's up, bro?
Coolin', man, coolin'. What's up, Cowboy Nation? I'm glad we having this Zeke talk because you know how I feel about the situation. My thing is like this. I don't know how you feel. This is my thing about Zeke.
How you feel?
You know how I feel, man. My thing is like this with Zeke. I don't mind Zeke coming back, but I also don't want Zeke to be one of these Jason Witten type of people either, come in here and take all the carries, and other people can't get on the field to do their thing. That's my thing. I don't want no progress stopping because Zeke had his time here in Dallas already.
All right, that's a generic statement, bro.
Other guys,
let's get down to specifics. Let's get down to some specifics, okay? Because you saying other guys.
Okay.
Let's talk about the specifics.
Yeah, because Dallas has a bad.
Okay, I'm with you. I hear you. Let's talk specifics now, because I hear the blanket statements and I hear it all the time. So, who is the guys that he gonna stop their progress?
We want to see more Deuce on the field. Deuce has to get on the field more.
Okay, so you want to see Deuce on the field.
Deuce.
Hold on. So what about in passing situations?
You saying, Pat, you talking about like blocking and stuff like that?
Yeah.
As far as passing system, we got number 40. He needs touches. You know what I mean? Like, if we just gonna use Zeke for the goal line for the short yardage.
Wait, hold on, bro.
Not
Hunter?
You asked the question.
Hold on.
Answering your question.
He's stopping the progress of Hunter Lukey, bro.
Yeah, I think so.
That's why I said talk about. See, when you break down the specifics of what you're saying, bro. No, bro. There's no way you looking at Hunter Lukey as a real like running back. Like, now I can see him in short yardage. I can see him being a lead blocker like he was doing, right? But to act like he's a back, no, bruh. Come on now.
Well, you
got one guy you know you can't trust on pass blocking. The other guy you know you can't trust, like in terms of being a featured running back. So then who's the third one?
Okay, Rico.
No, okay. Oh, so you trust Rico help? No, hold on. You trust Rico help?
You said I trust Rico health?
Do you trust Rico's health?
Not all the way. Not all the way, but this is his time to get his shot.
Wait, bro. That's a yes or no question, bro. That's a yes or no question, bro. No. So that means Zeke is an asset. That means he's an asset to this current running back room when you talk about the specifics. Now, if you talk in general and say, I don't want him to stop progress, in theory, that sounds good. But when you say, okay, let's look at the assets that's in the room. Okay. Now, given who these assets are, whose progress is he really stopping?
It depends on what they're running to. You're right. I get what you're saying.
See, then on top of that, also just one more thing too. You know, Schottenheimer always run a committee. So Zeke is not finna be, if he come back, a feature back. Them days over. Zeke is gonna be a committee back. Yeah, that's already who your offensive coordinator is.
Okay.
So it's
I see what you're saying as far as that.
So that's why I'm saying it ain't no issue to bring him back. On top of that, Zeke is very durable. He's very durable and still very physical. He brings a lot of pain to the other side. Now, is he still home run Zeke? No. But could he give you 700, 800 yards with 9 touchdowns? Yeah. And in the committee, that's decent.
Okay, I hear you, man. But what I'm saying is, too, I'm like the last caller. I was kind of pissed off with Dallas because I feel like they could have used one of those lower picks to even see to get a running back. You know what I mean? One of these lower running backs that went under the radar. Because I'm pretty sure it was some that was still in the lower rounds when they were drafting.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
Like, I think we need fresh young legs on this team because we double dip. Like I was saying before when I was talking to you and Landlord about what Bot said about double dipping at the offensive line position because that's fixing the trenches. It makes sense because we got a gauntlet of a schedule this year. You got to be able to run. You got to be able to protect better too this year. And I'm glad that they went younger. So I am happy about that.
See, Tyreek,
as far as Dallas.
See, and I'm just being honest, bro. Like, you kind of sound like all the people that act like any running back will do. And I just don't believe that, bro, at all. I know that you still need to have some talent for running back. Like,
yeah.
I honestly don't like the theory that you can get any running back. That's a lie. No,
I'm not saying that.
But no, but when we in the 6th
back.
and 7th round and we talking about get one of these young legs, you gotta have more than just young legs. You gotta have vision. You gotta have a nose for the football. You gotta be able to pick up. You gotta understand scheme. You gotta understand protections. It's a whole lot of skill sets you gotta have other than just young legs.
Yeah, I agree with you. On that. But why couldn't they try to find a diamond in the rough type of running back? Because every year it's always a diamond in the rough running back that goes sometimes in those later rounds or even go undrafted and come out and they'll start running back that just went under the radar, like your Pacheco's. You know what I mean? He was an under the radar type of running back.
Hey.
You know what I mean? But he came in and now he's a starting running back. That's all I'm saying. Like,
okay.
At least make an effort at the position. That's what I'm saying.
So
I don't mind Zeke. I don't mind us bringing Zeke back all the way if he's just going to be a rotational running back. I don't mind that part. You know what I mean? Just like when back in the day when we had Morris. You know what I mean? He was a rotational running back.
Yeah, see,
I get that until.
So, like, was McFadden a progress stopper?
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
No, he wasn't. But didn't McFadden was here the year before Zeke came in.
Right. Which that's the point I'm making. So remember, everybody was calling Matt McFadden what? Washed up. You remember that coming out of the Raiders?
Yeah.
He was called washed up. What happened?
He had a good season.
He had a great season. In 10 games, he had 1,000 yards. Who did we draft?
Zeke the next year.
Did they stop using McFadden?
No.
Yeah, he still got in there every third series, didn't he?
Yeah, if I can remember, yes.
It was every third series they played McFadden. Every third series. So they gave Zeke the first 2 series. McFadden would get the 3rd. Then he would get the 5th and the 6th. He would get the 7th. Then Zeke would get the 8th and the 9th. He would get the 10th. That was their running back rotation. You can do that with Zeke.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And let me ask you a question. Would you say Zeke now was better than McFadden then?
I can't. I don't know, man. Because the reason I'm gonna say that is because I haven't really sat back and watched Zeke over there in New England. I know he got in, but I know he wasn't getting in, like he wasn't
Tyreek,
they already had a feature back over there.
Tyreek, bro, you can't do that, bro. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know you're my dog, and you know we fight over here. But you can't make all these opinions and you ain't watched no film, bro. So that means you making an emotional thought. You just speaking, but you're making an opinion with nothing backed on it. It's just emotion.
Okay.
It's like
but you can say that.
No, you ain't watched no film. So it's like
I got you on that, boss. I get what you're saying,
like, how is that happening,
but I also know how this team is. I know how the owners is on this team, man. We don't seen this story played out before in the past. Well, players that come back to this team and they try to, like, I just don't want to see that. I agree with you as far as the rotational part. I'm with you all day on that. But as far as featuring him, no, I'm not okay with that. That's what I'm not okay with.
You scared of stuff for nothing. For real. Because everything you scared about don't even match the Dallas Cowboys. They was a committee last year even with Pollard.
Yeah, but Pollard got most of the carries.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He was the featured back in
Zeke
in that
might
situation.
get most of the carries. Who cares? They still a committee. It should be really which one it. See, it's just your emotions. I can tell when you say most of the, you just and you ain't even watch no film. You don't even know if he got nothing left, and you just That's what
I ain't saying Zeke a scrub. I don't think Zeke's a scrub.
No, it's just clear that it's his emotion, bro. You being emotional, bro, and it's obvious. Because you and you ain't watched no film. What if you, because guess what the OC did? The OC was disagreeing, but this is what he did. He said, bro, I went and watched the New England film. Actually, he got something in the tank, bro. And he can be an asset. He didn't just say, because he didn't like the idea. He went and did the work. So a lot of y'all just in love with saying he washed up. That's what it is. Y'all in love with saying it. But that's your whole attitude, because that's what that was. Like he a scrub. And it's not even respecting the people that did the work. Like, I did the work. I went and looked at him, bro. Am I saying he awesome and amazing? No. But right now, he's a Marshalls. He will be what I call a Marshalls. Where you was a former great that still got something left in the tank. And at this point, we could use you. And I don't trust our current running back room. We need a veteran. And he one of the better veterans that's left. He also bring a lot of leadership. Do you remember Paula said he the most unselfish player?
Yes,
so that mean he wasn't in there, feed me, feed me, feed me. What did he start saying? Zeke said himself, Pollard earned them reps, and he gladly took a back seat because he was actually unselfish. It's like when people like telling you and saying like, bro, these are the facts. I say go look at the film. If you go look at the film and come back and say, nah, he washed up, let's have that conversation. But I guarantee you can't.
I'm gonna go look at the film, boss. Then I'm gonna come back and give a better answer.
Because you know what, you sound like all the rest of the people that fall in love with an idea and don't know how to divorce it. And I see that all the time. People, they make an idea, they have an opinion, and now you go in there with confirmation bias instead of openness. The OC went in there to be open. You going in there, you gonna be in there nitpicking him. Because you already nitpicking him. When I said he might get the most carries, he should get the most carries if he come in training camp looking good. If he looking real good and he look like he rewind the clock, right, and put in some great work in the offseason, and he look, now I don't think he gonna be as explosive as Rico. I do not. I feel like Rico showed some juice that has passed Zeke. Okay, I'm being fair. Okay. The only thing is we all know you can't trust Rico during the whole season. We all know that.
Yeah, that's true.
You see what I'm saying?
True.
So since we know he gonna likely get hurt, his injury history is just as bad as Tyron Smith. So it's like, since we pretty much know, we know we can't count on Hunter to be a feature back, and we know Deuce too little to be a feature back. You can use him as a change of pace back, but you can't feature Deuce. So what you left with? Zeke, or a Zeke type.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. I ain't gonna just down the man before I go look at what's going on over there in New England. You know what I mean? So I do take that part of it back. But I just don't trust the Joneses, man. I just never trust the Joneses, man.
That's fair. That's fair too. Tyreek. That's fair. That's very fair. Like after Witten, yeah. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, that was a bad taste in my mouth, man.
And I agree with you on that. And I can see where you got these apprehensions with Zeke because of that. I get that part. I do. And that's fair, bro. That is fair. You know, it's just that I'm
Yeah.
glad that me and you was able to talk it out. You know what I mean? That like on some things you right and I agree with, and then you acknowledge on some things you agree with me. And I think we handled it
Yeah.
right. You know what I'm saying? I think just, you know, when you watch the film, come back and holler at me. If you say, nah, boss, he gone. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to respect it because at least you did the work. You know what I mean? I might not agree with it, but I'm going to respect him. Be like, he did the work, man. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? You know? Because I think Big Game James looked at him and he didn't like what he saw. OC looked at him. He liked it. I looked at him. I'm like, I can see us using them. So some people can watch film and see it different too. So I'm okay with that as long as we've all done the work.
I got one more question and I'm up out of here.
Yeah.
Actually, two, and then I'm out of here real quick. What do you think that we should do about the DT problem that we have in Dallas?
A veteran. And actually, we need to wait till training camp start, because what happens usually in training camp is on the first 2 or 3 days, they get a look at them young guys. And once they get a look at them young guys, they sometimes get rid of their veterans. Because remember that happened to Georgia local, right? They drafted Jesse Bates in the 2nd round, right? Then once they started camp, Jesse Bates was, this was a good pick. What they do, let Georgia local go, right? So then he went to Minnesota. But Dallas was trying to get him. So we should first try to get what I call the second wave of free agency after the draft, right? But then if that get wiped out, you need to go ahead and trade. Make a trade, just like you did with Hankins. You know what I mean? Now. Or Coach Marv had an idea. If you go bring in something like a Sue, you need to bring him in now. Don't bring him in on the trade deadline when he been on the couch for months, you know what I'm saying, drinking beer, eating steaks, you know what I mean, body all stiff, but you finna try to put him back in the NFL? Nah. If you go get a vet and a Marshalls type vet, you got to get him into camp where you can work him into shape like they did Peters. Remember they got Jason Peters and they worked him in slow? So by the time the season was on, he was then, once the season was rolling, he was able to play guard, both tackles, but that's because they worked him in slow and started him early enough for him to be an asset. So I think that's how they should handle DT.
Okay, that's what's up. And the last question, what do you think about that third or the second? Who's gonna be the second receiver and third receiver on this team?
Tolbert. They definitely finna give Tolbert a run. They talking up Tolbert, and I think he deserve it too. I think he deserve it. I want to see it myself. I want to see, did you take that 3rd year jump? You know what I mean? Because Gallup was kind of in the way, to be honest.
He was.
You know what I mean? He was in the way.
He was.
So I think if you, now that Gallup out, Tolbert go get a lot of run. You know what I mean? So now we gonna be able to sit back and say, okay, are you really that dude? You know what I mean? And it's gonna show early. You know what I mean? So I think our number 3 gonna be Tolbert. I also think Turpin should get some run, man. I think Turpin has earned it, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me on that? I think he earned it, bro. Like, cause like, I think he got speed that boys really fear. You know what I mean? And what I like about Turpin was making big plays in big moments at the receiver position.
He a tough little dude.
Yeah, he tough. And he fast, you know, and he real fast. You know what I mean? So and then I see y'all saying they go restore Bryant. I ain't sold on that, and y'all know why. I don't even care about his number change. I watched them treat free agents like bastards so many times. But this is the only way that I would believe it. Was Brian a 30 visit a long time ago? Because if you're a 30 visit, they treat you like a son, like James Washington. You know what I mean? Like Malik Hooker. When you're a 30 visit, oh, they love you. They still think, ooh, if we could, you know. But if Bryant wasn't no 30 visit, bro, they finna treat him like a bastard. I'll believe it when I see it. Cause I saw them, man. They bastardized them free agents so bad. I don't trust them at all on free agents. I'm way more scorned on their treatment of free agents than Witten. They show consistently. Like, look how they did Evans last year and Noah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How they do all the free agents, man. They treat them free agents like straight. And then look how they did. Look how they even doing what's your boy Chuma. Man, they doing Chuma bad. They don't even mention Chuma. So anyway.
Hey man, I just want to say this and I get out of here. I think one of these tight ends about to get pushed off the bridge, man, because I gotta give you your props, because you the one that said it about these undrafted free agents. I like that tight end.
Man, he nice.
That's a big dude. That's a big dude, and he can move.
Yeah.
We need that.
Yeah. That's why I call him Jermichael Finley, bro. Jermichael Finley was a more athletic, but he is Jermichael Finley-ish for sure. You know what I mean? That's why they paid him so much money. They paid him $250,000.
Hey, do you think he could push which quarter off the bridge? That second round draft pick from last year if he don't improve?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I think all right, if you go look at the list of the types, I don't know if you go look at the list of the types, you tell me. If you go look at the list, Jerry, this was Mike McCarthy tight ends. Jerry Cook.
Yeah, it is.
Jimmy Graham. Jermichael Finley. You see the pattern?
Yeah, the big athletic
tight ends. Yep. Basketball types, athletic types, smooth hip, people that can attack the middle of the field types. You know what I mean? You know? So, which guys on our team are like that? Ferguson.
I'll say Ferguson.
Yep, Ferguson. Sneaky. See,
I
Ferguson,
think
sneaky
gone.
athletic. Hendershot, yeah, he.
I think he gone.
It's looking bad for him, and then you got him, and now you got John Stevens. Those are the people who really fit the real Mike McCarthy types. Ford, John Stevens. That's who the top three should be. Just keeping it real. And that's nasty too, bro. Ain't that nasty, bro? Your 12 personnel.
When I see that,
your 12 personnel.
When I seen that, I said we're gonna be pushing everybody around. They're gonna be pushing everybody around. That's what I want to see.
And you know what else? Ford can block. And he can block. Yes, he can block too, bro.
Hey, I'm quiet as kept. He kind of looked just as good as Ferguson on those tight end screens.
Yeah. I'ma just be honest, bro. The drafting community got it wrong, bro. They got it wrong.
I think so too.
They got it wrong. This dude been obvious. You know what I mean? He been obvious. It's just sometimes the scouting, because remember I was saying they got it wrong on Rodriguez. Remember I was saying that? I was like, bro, ain't no way you go pass up on this dude that's this linebacker that's that explosive, run a 4.4, 40-inch vertical, a whole bunch of tackles, a whole bunch of solo tackles, but you say he a fifth rounder. I said, man, you stupid.
Hey, boss. That's why I wish Zimmer was over here a year earlier.
Ooh,
because Harper would have never got cut off this team.
Never.
And the gorilla.
Oh, the gorilla would have been here, bro. The white gorilla would have been here, bro.
Team.
Yeah, and Gallimore. Not Gallimore,
Yeah.
Bohanna.
What's his name? Bohanna. Never would have got cut off this team.
So they saying, and I trust Tyrone Church, man. He said that they had interest in him since his Clemson days. Yeah, if it was some people that really co-sign Bryant and believe in Bryant, okay, cool. I just want to see it. We all should be scoring on them free agents. Like, I just don't quickly jump at that. I've seen too many politics on bastards versus sons. So if it happened, I'm gonna be happy. But I'm not expecting it. I'm just being honest. I'm not expecting it. Yeah, bro.
All right, man. That's all I had to say, man. But I'm gonna definitely go back and go look at Zeke in New England. I'm gonna go watch some of the games, and I'm gonna make my judgment. I'm gonna come back and holler at you about it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give a fair assessment about that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be open to your assessment, bro. If you say good or bad, I'm cool with it. It's as long as you did the work. Then I'm be like, hey, you did the work. You know what I'm saying? Go with what you see. And good call, Tyreek, man. I appreciate it. All
right, no doubt. Boss, I'll holler at you. Peace, Cowboy Nation.
All right. So, man, I appreciate everybody, man, rocking with Boss Cowboy Sports, man. Obviously, this was a fantastic draft to me. For the most part, I absolutely agree with Star. I'm sorry. I always do that. But that makes sense. Star. It's easy to get those. I definitely agree with Star that the first part of the draft, easy A. You know what I mean? Just a very beautiful draft, you know. The Dallas Cowboys have done a good job. I think Jerry actually told the truth. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but...
And yes, I would say that you will see us this coming year not building for the future. Okay. Is the best way I don't say it. Okay. I mean, that ought to answer a lot of questions. Okay.
He didn't lie.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Love, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid. Love, dollar bill, listen close, this is not a drill. Niggas hungry trying to get a meal. I've been in light, who gon' pay a bill? I've been in action, been in traction, surplus with niggas lacking, shining light but still be blacking, red lights will stop the action, green to go, even when it's slow. Higher heights to balance out the lows. Can't ride the wave cause you ain't got a boat.